Jarvis, drop my needle.
Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and if you are interested in listening to idiots, you came to the right place. Have a nice day.
Woo! That's an attention getter.
He's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
Oh my God, he's an idiot.
You know, of course, that you're out of your jurisdiction.
Personally, I think you're an idiot.
But that's the evidence in the car.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Always like to keep my audience riveted.
Hello.
So there it is.
And welcome. The idiots are together. Who would have thunk it?
Live and in person. Why is my chair lower than yours?
I don't know.
It's like you're setting me up for failure.
No,
here.
I'm not.
You are.
Wait, no, here. It's right here. Stand up. Stand up. There you go. Feel better now?
Yes. My feet don't touch the floor, but yes. Just sitting here dangling like a little kid.
My chair's too short. My feet can't touch the ground. Is there any, making you happy?
No.
Here, sir?
No, there isn't.
Goodness gracious.
So, we are now T-minus. I can't see. No, my clock is on the phone that's recording. How far away are we from the event here?
All right. It is 1:25
Central time.
We need to leave by, I think, 2:45.
Okay.
So we are planning for crappy Chicago traffic.
So you said it's one what?
It's 1:25.
So we are just about
90 minutes out.
4 hours from the beginning of the event, according to our tickets, which the tickets say 5:30.
I did just check. It is a 6 p.m. event start, 7 p.m.
It's gotta be a dark night. Right?
Probably a dark match, yeah.
All right. So that'll be cool. Maybe Bob Holly will make his return or something.
Possibly.
Sparky Plug versus the Brooklyn Brawler.
We could have Steve Lombardi come back out as the Brooklyn Brawler.
Iron Mike Sharp. No, Iron Mike has been gone for a while. I guess.
Yeah.
He didn't look healthy back in like 87.
No, he didn't.
So, any last minute predictions? Any
Well,
thoughts?
actually, I should probably pull up our...
I thought you were going to pull out a sheet of paper.
No,
I've been actually waiting for this moment. I have some thoughts.
No. I am looking at Google Drive.
Where's my seltzer?
Let me see. Why is this not part of my recents?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Recently,
Okay.
I looked at it.
So Elimination Chamber picks. All right.
This will be good to refresh because I can.
Running through the card, we both convinced ourselves that Becky Lynch was going to defeat AJ Lee in Chicago.
Yes.
How are we feeling about that pick? I'm feeling a little less good about it, but the chess move has been made. So.
Yeah, I still feel like Punk is the more likely to win, and I don't think you have them both win or both lose. However, there is that idea that if they want to piss people off, or both of the Elimination Chamber matches, maybe you do have AJ and Punk walk out as the power couple because you're going to do something that people absolutely hate in the other two matches.
Possibly.
So there is that.
Possibly.
However, I feel that maybe the money is in AJ going over at Mania. So that's how I'm going to defend it.
I think that's where we landed on that we felt the payoff is for her to chase Becky all the way to WrestleMania and then be the crown champion after that. So
say crown or crouch?
Crowned.
Okay. I belched at the same time, so my hearing blacked out there for a minute.
It might be some of the barbecue you had last night. So, well, before we jump over into the next match, speaking of barbecue, sir, what for the listeners here? How would you describe your time here in Chicago? You've been here.
Oh,
for
it's
a
been
few
wonderful.
days.
It's been a parade of meats and stuff that's bad for me.
There you go. There you go.
And I don't think we're going to change that until I leave, because you've already tried to get me to drink Malort.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I was trying to round out Uncle Todd's Chicago bona fides, which he seems to think are in order, but he has not sampled the Malort yet, and that is a rite of passage that one must go through if they're going to have their bona fides in full working order. But that's okay.
As I said last night, if that is a rite of passage, I will gladly take a left.
Okay.
Because this mofo over here, they bring the Malort over.
Oh my gosh.
And I would not drink it. I'm 50 damn years old. I'm a grown ass man. I don't have to submit to peer pressure. He drinks it, and then this morning he tells me he woke up with acid reflux from it in the middle of the night, still tasting it.
Well,
and I said that's another reason why I don't drink it.
That too is also a rite of passage. So
So being a complete idiot is a rite of passage. I do enough of that on my own.
What I love is when we were at the bar, we were sitting right next to a couple where the gal was an aficionado of Malort, which was, of all the things we could have planned to do, to sit next to someone who was that much of a fan of Malort was really funny. The boyfriend was hysterical. He's just like, I'm not a part of this. I wrote this off. I don't want it. They're very nice people, though. Very nice people. And so I felt,
it's a very odd thing to be an aficionado of.
Yes.
Like it feels like the kind of thing that I would do, since I love being such an agent of chaos and a contrarian.
Yes.
That I would find the thing that 95% of the population detests and be like, no, this is my thing.
That's why I thought you would have done it.
And you were wrong.
Yeah. You mind actually hitting the door, by the way? I should have shut the door before we started talking.
Comfortable.
I know, but I have to either climb over or go under, and we know that's not going to go well. So, thank you very much.
All right. So what else?
I love how the bourbon thing is right in between the two of us. That's pretty good.
Well, it's actually very fitting.
It is very fitting
because this has been a bourbon-rific trip so far.
It has. We will talk more about that next. On our lineup here is we have. The World Heavyweight Championship match with the reigning defending champion Charles Montgomery Punk going against one Phineas Balor in Chicago. We have both selected Punk on this one. Basically, our picks are literally the same. Punk at 4 1/4 star match.
The funny thing is, though, so I brought up that video from the lady on Busted Open, who I have no idea who she is, because it was like an Instagram thing. So I didn't see, there was no lower third name or anything, and I've never seen her on any of the things, so I apologize, lady on Busted Open. It ain't nothing personal. I
just love how she's just lady on Busted Open.
Well, I ain't never seen her before.
All right.
So she had fielded a very interesting theory of that AJ would win and then Punk would lose, which I remember I thought I had almost talked myself into Balor winning.
Yeah.
But it is that weird thing of then how do you connect the dots of Balor going to WrestleMania against Roman? To me, that feels like you almost have to commit to Balor being your champion, because unless you're going to make Roman the champion, then where does that go? You know what I mean? I just don't see that many options.
Here's the way I see it. Punk wins tonight. AJ Lee loses. At WrestleMania, AJ Lee wins. Punk is going to lose. And the money match to Roman.
Okay.
That's the money match,
Probably.
I think.
Probably. I don't like it.
If you were to poll fans and say, do you want to see Punk versus Reigns or Balor versus Reigns? Nothing against Finn Balor. He's been a great talent for many, many years. But right now, the money is on the Punk Reigns. We only have so much more time with Punk. And I know Balor's up there, but...
Well, we only have so much more time with... all three of the options aren't fantastic. If you're thinking of long-term of the business.
Yes.
But with at least, I will say, I think that from a wrestling standpoint, Balor Reigns is your better option.
Yes.
However, I think stylistically, CM Punk, even though he's not as technically sound as Balor, I think that his style would work better with Reigns. I do get concerned about just how slow the pace of that match is going to be.
Yeah.
But I also worry about what do you then do with Roman as champion, and what does that look like?
Well, there's some interesting possibilities there. He can get matched up with some of the Vision. He can get
maybe, but we go back to seeing like 2 title defenses per year again.
Maybe.
And I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
That is. I get that was the aura, but I'm tired of that. I actually would like to see the world title defended more than every 6 months.
Fighting
when
champion
Roman isn't doing whatever he's doing.
Yep.
That's me.
By the way, should we check to see that this audio stuff is working, or are you pretty confident it's working?
I'm pretty confident it's working.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna watch this video back, and it's all gonna be. So, Anyways.
But there's not going to be a great loss to humanity if we lose all this either. You got to figure out.
Fair enough.
It's not like we're
Are
deciphering
you
the Dead Sea
leaning
Scrolls.
on my?
I probably am.
Okay, be careful.
And what
here.
of it?
Be careful.
Oh my God! Be careful.
It's my shelving unit for my bourbons, for the titles that have been hard earned.
You found this at a yard sale. It's not like it's a family heirloom. Calm down.
A few moments later.
All right.
So where did we leave things?
You were talking through, I think, Finn Balor maybe upsetting and beating Punk.
I still don't think it's likely. So yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think Punk's going to win in his hometown as world champion, and will go to WrestleMania, where he most likely will drop the belt to one Romanific Reigns. How do you feel about that? It's so different having him right here. It really is. It's yeah. Before I go to the next item, let's see what else from the trip. What sites did you see? I'm kind of weaving things in here from your Chicago trip. Since you are here physically
working backwards
in my presence,
we did the speakeasy.
We did,
which was it was all right.
It was good. It was a place you go to have a drink, and it's good.
I did find it amusing. They had like those velvet ropes behind like the bar seats to make sure that people weren't crowded. I'm like, there ain't but like 12 people in here. I don't think this is an issue.
Yeah. Got to bring the velvet ropes out though.
Well, I mean, I would love to have some.
You know what? We need to make this official.
What?
I need to.
Oh my God.
I need to make sure that we at least have a shot of the champ right here, live and in living color. All right. What else? What other sites did you see? We went to Navy Pier yesterday.
I'm not saying anything for the rest of this video.
I got to get closer to keep this in frame. There we go. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Speaking of which, that smell from upstairs has now made its way downstairs. I want to let you know. Eventually, it's going to find its way down here.
All right.
Just wanted to let you know
That's good to know. That's good to know.
That Malort and barbecue recipe that you have going on right now.
Thank you.
I'm just hoping you solve that by the time that we get to the event tonight, because we'll be ejected if that's emanating from our seating area.
All right. All that being said, sir, what did you see yesterday? What have you been to see?
I've been to see the Bean, Russian Park.
Yeah.
Got the Navy Pier. Day before that, went to the Art Institute of Chicago, which was quite lovely.
Very nice.
And damn near endless.
Yeah, that is a labyrinth of sorts.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, a lot of art. A lot of art in that building.
It was great, but oh my. It was a long walk. Went to the Green Mill Jazz Club, which is a lot of fun. That was.
I did not go to that, but that was a place Uncle Todd went to.
And then what did I do the day before? Oh, we did the architectural walking tour, which was cool. Got to see the lobbies of some of the buildings in Chicago.
Nice.
And then day before that, went on the architectural river tour, which was very interesting. A little on the chilly side.
It's a little brisk.
Tidbit nipply. It was a little brisk on the water, but it was still a lot of fun, and had some good dining so far. This trip. Did the Cindy's Rooftop Restaurant in Chicago. Green Street Meats. Where else did we eat?
What'd you get there? So you had smoked turkey. You had
smoked turkey, pulled pork, the broccoli salad, and a slab o' corn cake.
Slab is an appropriate way to say that.
Well, they served you the corner piece, which is
gosh.
That's like a quarter of a sheet pan right there.
That was an incredible amount of cornbread, but it was amazing.
But what did you have?
So I had the cornbread. I had a half pound of pork belly, half pound of sliced brisket. And I had a Chicago Twinkie, which is a mutant-sized jalapeno that has been hollowed out and shoved full of brisket and a cheese, which I'm forgetting. Oh my God. So
just a jalapeno that's been violated with about a quarter pound of cheese.
Good Lord.
And then deep fried.
It was quite good. It was quite good.
That's actually, between that and the Malort,
Yes.
I think that's the root of your problems right there. There's some unholy combination going on
Could
in
be.
your guts right now.
Could be. So Friday, we saw Navy Pier, went to Millennium Park, went to Green Street. We came back to the hallowed halls of the man they call Tim's estate. And then we hit a couple of local bars. We went to Suburban, and Suburban was our speakeasy we went to. Had a nice bourbon there. And then we went to Adele's, where I tried to help Uncle Todd experience some, Chicago culture, and, he just refused. But that's all right. That's okay. It's all right.
I love how you're trying to phrase this as help.
I was
trying to make you vomit, is what you're trying
No,
to do.
not at all.
Yes, you were.
It was a tiny pour of Malort. It was not even a shot, for crying out
Which
loud.
most people who've had Malort would say that tiny shot is a tiny shot too much.
Okay. All right. Well, getting back to our list here.
Yes.
What is in the crate? So there's a crate, apparently. We're back to the old late 80s shtick of let's bring out a crate to introduce someone.
You know what's in the crate?
What?
Adam Pearce's will to live.
That would be
the
funny.
last remaining shred of his will to live.
That would be funny. Oh my God, that is hysterical.
What are the chances that Adam Pearce is in the crate as the hooded figure?
Well, that was the other thing on SmackDown last night. They unveiled the hooded figure.
Oh, they did?
It was not someone that was well known.
But who? Oh, was it a Grayson Waller?
No, it was not Grayson Waller.
Okay, because there's been some rumors that was him.
It's someone that is not known. But
Who?
Okay, hold on. I'm getting to it.
You keep on saying someone who's not known. No kidding.
Because no one knew who he was when they pulled the mask off. But some sleuthing has been done by some folks at Cage Side Seats, and they said that this individual is a student at Seth Rollins' wrestling school. So he's not known, but he has a tie to Seth Rollins. So there's that.
So it's just some unnamed lackey?
Basically. I don't write this stuff.
Me, the friggin' unveiling of the Black Scorpion in WCW was better than this.
I thought you were going to say the debut of the Shockmaster was better than that.
No, that is still the floor right there.
Yeah. So we both picked. So we did a confidence pick of 4 picks. And both you and I had Chris Jericho as our most confident pick, followed by, and apparently he is no longer on the AEW roster page, Danhausen. So Danhausen is our second most confident pick.
I figured, I thought his contract was definitely up.
Apparently he wasn't taken off the page until like a day or 2 ago. So whatever.
Well, I mean, yeah. Is Chris Jericho on that?
Chris,
on that page?
I literally on that page. I don't know. That's a good question. Don't know. I have gotten the sense he might still be under contract there, but I don't know. There's still rumors that he might show. So we're going to go with him as the most confident pick. We have Danhausen as our +2 pick. And then there's an individual from New Japan Pro Wrestling called, his name is Evil. He has basically been, he's either signed or was very close to being signed. And so could it be him? Uncle Todd's number 3 was Bianca Belair, which would be a strange way to bring her back in a crate.
It would, but I mean, I was also trying to find, like, I didn't want this to it has to be a dude.
Sure.
I was trying to think of what ladies might be, and it was like, I think it was Bianca Belair or Saraya / Paige I could come up with, and I don't even know, I don't think I mentioned her, because I'm like, I feel that's very unlikely.
Yeah. And then my last one was really an offset to Uncle Todd's. Uncle Todd said Mick Foley with a chainsaw will be what comes out of the crate.
Was that you? That's not me.
Yes, it is.
It is?
You put Mick Foley with chainsaw, and so therefore I put Chainsaw Charlie. That was the joke.
Was I already drunk at that point?
Who knows? Who knows?
I feel like I want to change my 4th.
The chess piece has been moved, sir. We are not changing anything.
Let's face it, none of these are happening. None of them, once we get past the first 2 options, are happening.
Could be. Evil could happen.
I guess. Well, I just had one in my head. Now it's gone. Anyways, I'll try to think of it. Oh, what about a twofer? What about the Hardy Boys?
They are not going to come up. First of all, this is a +0. You're going to get no points for this. So if you want to change this one...
Here's what's going to happen.
Oh, good God.
They're going to have the crate suspended from the Elimination Chamber, and the crate's going to fall, and they're going to jump out of it.
Oh, my God. This is going to be a hell of a night. Oh, boy.
Anyways.
Oh, boy.
I got no place to put my
seltzer can. Well, you might have to take your feet off the desk there.
Well, you know, I'm comfortable.
I see that. I see that. Okay, careful.
What? Oh, what am I hitting?
You're scratching the gold.
I wasn't scratching the gold.
My gosh. Oh, look at, oh, there it is. See, that's a good picture. There we go. Okay, can you watch it with the ring?
You do that with your ring all the time.
I do not. I have this ring is not metal.
I've heard you click it. Yeah, see right there.
So I adjust.
You adjust.
All right.
This is pretty much how the last day and a half has gone, by the way.
All right, and then our next selections were for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. You okay there?
I'm just getting comfortable making sure it's in frame.
I know this is a foreign feeling for you to have a belt over your shoulder, but you know. I'm just kidding.
You're right, because I don't have one of these at my house.
Oh, right.
I just walk around with in my bathrobe like you do. And I know you don't have a bathrobe. I'm just trying to spare all the people the thought of you walking around naked with like this.
Just stop it. All right, the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Tiffany Stratton versus Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss versus Asuka versus Kiana James versus Raquel Rodriguez.
And who got that one right just before we even start?
You have Raquel Rodriguez on your list. Mm-hmm. Still wrong, but...
But you were more wrong in having Io Sky.
I had more of a sensible reason for Io Sky to go. But that all changed too because Io and Rhea lost the tag belts last night at SmackDown. So now the door is open for Rhea to potentially be in line for winning. Now you and I both have Tiffany and Rhea as our top two most confident picks, with Tiffany as our most. Number 4 slot for me, I had Io Sky.
Wait a minute. I thought that was the first 2. Where's 3?
Sorry, +6. So we're doing this by points. Oh. So our most confident pick, because there's 6 people, would be +6, then +5, then +4. Mm-hmm. So Tiffany and Rhea are the same for both of us at +6 and +5 respectively. +4 is Io Sky for me. I was wrong, so I'm not going to get the +4. Uncle Todd put Kiana James as his +4. Then I had Asuka at +3. He had Raquel Rodriguez as his +3. Then for +2, I had Alexa Bliss, you had Asuka. And then for +1, I had Kiana James, and you had Alexa Bliss. So still stand by that?
It's so funny because I've just been in such a blur of activity the last week and a half that this is like hearing this all for the first time. But yeah, no, I'll roll with that. That's a wise person who made those picks for me.
Did you black out or something when we recorded?
No, I have the memory of a fracking goldfish anyways. So, well, I mean, then you put into context all the stuff I had to do just to get myself out here.
I can't dispute that. So, all right, the men's elimination chamber match: Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus Cody Rhodes versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. Now, here's the funny thing. When we did this at the time, the match hadn't taken place yet. It was going to be Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso versus the El Grande Americano Classic. A lot's happened in the last couple days. So Monday night during that match, Bronson Reed suffered a bicep tear, and he is now out. So he apparently was penciled in to win that match. So they had him call an audible, and Jey Uso won the match. And then apparently Jey went ahead and basically declared that at some point during Elimination Chamber, he's gonna run it back and do some yeeting during the match. And I think someone caught wind of that plan and decided
Someone took it personally.
Someone decided to right the train.
And you know what? Thank you to whoever that is.
Yes.
You have our thanks.
So last night on SmackDown, we had Jey Uso carted off in an ambulance.
Wait, did he run it back, though, as he was getting carted off?
He might have, as they were putting him in, he might have gone. But whatever. Jacob Fatu was with him, and then later in the show, Fatu fought Logan Paul for that slot, and Logan Paul won after Drew McIntyre interfered during chicanery.
That's a whole lot of shenanigans for 1 week.
It is.
But I mean, that's what happens with the injury bug.
So the sixth person after all of that is Logan Paul.
All right.
So the Vision does have representation in this match. So our +6 most confident pick, I had Cody Rhodes winning this. You have LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So we're different there. My number 5 was LA Knight. Yours was Cody Rhodes. My number 4 is Randy Orton. You had Bronson Reed. So should we substitute Logan Paul in there for that, or what?
Yeah. Are you subbing in? Obviously, you're going to sub in Raquel. For your,
Well,
I
have
one
to.
Swap.
I have to. That's right. Yeah, I have to put.
Are you feeling comfortable with that? With Raquel now being your +4 pick?
Yeah.
Does that mean
she's not going to win? This is winners.
Oh well, sure.
So I can put her
for closers. Is that where we're getting here?
Pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
So let me see. I'm plugging in Logan Paul here. Isn't technology wonderful?
It is.
Just do this on the fly. I don't have to get my computer all set up and
well, you are pretty fly for a while.
Mess with your arrangements.
I still think that maybe I ought to be the one driving to the arena.
Why?
Because, well, when we were driving around earlier, you were very wound up.
It's how we drive here in
I
Chicago.
had no idea.
It's how we drive.
That you are just like, you're like Lewis Black from Inside Out. Like you're just Captain Road Rage.
I am not road rage. I would like to get to where I want to go in a timely manner, and everyone else is in my way. So that's how it is.
That's actually the definition of road rage.
No, it's not. I'm not angry. I'm just wanting people to get out of my way.
You were angry.
I was not angry.
You were angry.
I was not.
You were definitely angry.
Okay, let's keep it going here. So +4.
Are you feeling angry now?
No, I'm not. +4, Randy Orton for me, Logan Paul for you. +3, we both had Trick Williams. +2, I had Logan Paul, you had Randy Orton, and we both aligned on +1, Javon Evans, because as much as we like him, I don't think he's
time yet. He's kind of cannon fodder in this match, I believe.
Well, actually, now that Logan Paul's in it, I wonder if they're going to have some, high spot, kind of planned out between the two of them, a la what they did with Ricochet and Logan Paul. So.
It would make sense.
It would.
Honestly, it feels like a missed opportunity if they don't.
Indeed. And they got the cage to play around with, so it's going to be interesting. So
I just hope I don't want to see anybody's like femur get pushed out
Fair
through
enough.
their leg or something. Like,
Fair enough. For side bets, Uncle Todd only had 3. He had Javon Evans is going to go off the top of one of the pods.
Yep, still stand by that.
Judgment Day interference backfires on Balor. Probably will happen. The dark match will involve Obafemi. All right. Now, interesting on our tickets, show starts at 5:30. We think there might be maybe a dark match here that we're going to get, but we will find out. And then for my side bets, I have Randy Orton does not take a back bump on the outside of the ring whilst in the chamber. So if you're familiar with Elimination Chamber, outside of the ring is a metal grate. We've often talked about how he seems to be very much guarded with the back bumps.
Is it a metal grate still?
It might not be a pure metal grate, it's still.
There's no. Well, is it a metal grate, or do they go to like some sort of plywood or something that would have some give? Because I thought that it wasn't a metal grate.
Either way, I don't think he's taking a back bump.
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't if I were him.
Jacob Fatu gets involved with Cody Rhodes during the men's Elimination Chamber match. I think that's going to happen. Drew McIntyre will interject himself into the men's Elimination Chamber match. You best believe he will.
I think he will. I still think it's garbage because you're in a cage. This should preclude outside interference.
I agree.
Unless they want to rappel through the one hole at the top of it, which I don't think Drew's doing. He doesn't strike me as a person who's an alpine mountain climber type.
Now, because of what happened with
Reed, Jay.
Actually, never mind this argument. I was going to say because of what happened with Raquel Rodriguez winning. No, I guess that would still hold. I believe I should have the latitude to take out a side bet I made about Rhea and Io because Io is not part of the match. The side bet is no longer valid. It doesn't make sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
You're going to give it to me?
Yeah.
Wow. You don't normally you're not normally gracious like that.
I'm trying to be good so that the universe will not give us in that dark match Cedar Tree Jacks.
Oh, they're going to give us Cedar Tree Jacks.
The weird thing is, like, even though her music, which is not great, I for whatever reason, I would really love for them to modify the old Big Show theme. Well, well, it's a cedar tree.
Good God. Oh my. All right, so I dropped that one.
I better not say that because she could whoop my ass.
She would.
She would just come over to me like with one fist, boom, right on the top of my head. I mean,
she would.
Done.
She would. I had Javon Evans is going to take an RKO from a crazy ass aerial angle. That could actually nail both of ours because he could be jumping off the top of a cell, and Randy could time the RKO for when he lands.
He could, but that is one hell of a back bump for Javon Evans.
It is. Back bump or front bump?
Oh, it would be a front bump.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know you're young, dude, but man.
I put there will be Judgment Day interference in the Balor Punk match, and then I also have the dark match will involve Obafemi.
That would be awesome.
I think I came up with that one, and this guy once again copied it. So, I'm used to it. But that is the event. That is the event. So where are we sitting again? We're in the.
I think it's section 108. Should
section
I look?
108.
Oh, I can't look because it's on my phone.
The tickets are on there, and they're recording. So.
But we are in the 100 section, which is the lower bowl.
Ah, nice.
So I believe we're 8 to 10 rows up.
Okay.
So
okay.
I felt like that was. I think there was seats in front, but I figured get a little higher elevation, and we have a better chance of seeing into the ring, into the structure, if you will.
If you will. Anything else on the event? Anything else you're looking forward to?
I mean, I'm just looking forward to the event itself. Like I have not been to a WWE/WWF event since I've never been to a televised event. Certainly not a pay-per-view. The only other time I've been to anything of this magnitude for wrestling would have been a house show in Portland, Maine, back when I was in elementary school.
Yep.
So I'm very excited for that.
Yep.
And just to see what this is like, and it's a bit of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity considering the prohibitive cost of tickets these days. So I'm just overall very excited to get the Charles Montgomery pop live and in living color.
We're going to be there live for that. We're going to hear the pop for LA Knight, which is usually pretty good.
Yeah.
We're going to hear the pop for AJ Lee, which should be...
That should be substantial.
Yes. And surprised you didn't have a side bet to see if Becky, needs to be committed after this match or something.
Well, the thing is, I mean, Jessica Carr has got to be the ref for that one, right?
Yes, she does.
That is one of the things that does give me pause. Is like, do we somehow? Is this the way that they spin this? But then again, we've been waiting for this almost as long as we've been waiting for heel Cody.
Yeah.
But is this the way that Becky loses the title? Jessica Carr is the ref under dubious circumstances, and we finally start heading towards a Lynch Carr rivalry. And do we get Jessica Carr as now a semi, a part-time performer instead of just referee?
But that flies in the face of our picks. We said Lynch is going to win.
It does, but there's always conditions and circumstances.
Uncle Todd once again wanting to have his cake and eat it too. So we will see. We will see.
Well, if you don't eat your cake, what the hell's the point? I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, what the hell's the point of having the cake in the first place?
I don't think they're working toward a Lynch.
You slice that thing up and you eat that sumbitch.
A Lynch Carr match. I think they're working toward a AJ Lee Becky Lynch match.
They probably are, but you know what? So. I have an affinity for the evil ref gimmick from back in the Dangerous Danny Davis days. So I want to see that come back.
The evil ref. So you mean Jessica Carr's turning heel?
Maybe.
To fight Lynch, who's the heel. I don't think you've thought this through completely.
I haven't.
Ladies and gentlemen, I agree with you.
Switched hands at that.
Thank you. I still see a scratch on that. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we could be moving toward a maybe after WrestleMania, once AJ Lee has dispensed of Becky Lynch, maybe we get a Becky Lynch. Maybe Jessica Carr is the referee for the WrestleMania match. And then
could very well be, but then she'd have
which
to
culminates the story
Yeah.
where AJ wins, cleanly, but now Jessica Carr comes to the forefront to defend herself now against the wackadoo,
Her Honor,
Becky Lynch. So
okay, well, we'll see.
We will see. We will see. But
so I think our plan is still immediately following the event, since we will have time in the vehicle on the way back. We will record our reaction. So
yes, I will try to sound somewhat normal, but it's going to be interesting trying to drive through that traffic.
So I had that plan before I had driven with you today, and now after driving with you, I don't know that I'm going to do that, because I'm going to have to bleep so many words. Because you turn into an angry, foul-mouthed, just SOB behind the wheel.
Don't believe him.
Just,
I'm calm as a cucumber.
I can't believe that you made that reference to that person's mother. You have no idea who they are.
What are you talking about?
You had no idea who she is.
Oh my gosh.
You have no idea that she did those sort of things for money.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what he's talking about. Just, once again, Uncle Todd, Uncle Todding. What can I say?
Well, I mean, hey.
What can I say?
Gotta live the gimmick.
We do. But yes, anything else before we sign off?
I got nothing.
All right. Well,
not a damn thing.
Idiots in Chicago 2 is humming along at a Warp Factor 9 pace, and we're about to leave here in about 45 minutes for the United Center.
Yes, indeed.
And we will be cheering and...
Wait, actually, one more thing.
Yes.
Will you be bringing the belt?
No, I won't. I won't.
Coward.
I have not.
Coward.
You have no room to say coward to me when you
are the
didn't
Roman
drink
Reigns
the Malort.
Of just no title defenses.
I don't want to hear it.
Just backstage politicking.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Todd brought a referee shirt with him, so if I did bring the belt, I was going to be forced to defend it.
Even if we were on the way, I'd say pull over at a place I can get a white T-shirt and some spray paint. I'll mankind that sumbitch.
Yep, he will.
Just so I can count the 1, 2, 3.
I'll make you would enjoy that, wouldn't you? Counting the three. You would, yeah.
I would. I'd be
the
giggling.
The absolute joy he would have in taking this belt from me and handing it to someone else.
Because you would have worked yourself right into a shoot.
Paralleled.
Just worked yourself right into a shoot.
Well, we're heading out soon. We appreciate as always, the listenership and the support, and we'll be back post-event. Hopefully, with me being somewhat
cussing like a sailor,
coherent while I navigate Chicago traffic, because we all drive like goofs. But yeah.
So United Center is technically within the borders of Chicago.
It is, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
It's so hard to tell because it really is. I now completely understand the Chicagoland sort of thing because
it just kind of spreads.
Yeah,
just kind of spreads. All right. Any final words before we
fungus
call it up, wrap it up? No.
No.
Okay. Thank you all, and we'll be back post-event.
Bang! 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 Bang!
3 days later.
Well, sir, we survived Elimination Chamber 2025 Chi-Town Chamber Edition.
Is in the books.
Yes, indeed it is.
And
the camera work here is going to be awesome between just my trying to hold this steady and your angry driving. It's going to be fantastic.
My driving is not angry. It is.
See, you're already getting angry.
It is spirited and it is
spirited. You cussed out an old lady in a wheelchair for crossing the street too slowly.
I deny those accusations.
You did. I was there. I saw it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So, overall impression, sir. How did you feel about your first WWE PLE experience?
Well, first, before I say anything, kudos to you and many thanks to you, sir. My voice is off because I was screaming at the top of my lungs through most of this thing.
Well, you were also hearing voices in your head.
Oh my God. I hear voices tonight when I go to bed.
You'll be hearing Jim Johnston's song for the next 3 days.
No, but Uncle Todd, all the props to him, man. You got us some prime seats, my brother.
Even though we were both on different levels.
Yeah,
we were right at the break, and it's like my seat was a foot up, you were down.
This was the one time Uncle Todd could assert dominance positionally over me. He was sitting in the nicer seat, the higher, seat.
Damn straight I was.
But yet I was armed to the gills because I had a folding chair, so if things got out of hand, I could fold that some gun up and just, start swinging.
Well, that's what I was hoping for, because I figured you have a better swing. My shoulders aren't what they used to be.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no kidding. But hey, this event was it was awesome. It lived up to expectations. I would say all 4 matches were really, really good.
Yeah, there was some.
I mean, yeah, there
some
were some rough spots.
Yeah,
there were definitely some rough spots. But overall, it was just really well done. Some surprises during the evening, which we'll get into, and then what else? But it was, of course, the highlight probably for both of us was seeing Charles Montgomery Punk live in the flesh.
Yep. With the Bulls intro.
With the Bull, yeah, he did the full-on Chicago Bulls intro, which was awesome.
That was cool.
Right into Cult of Personality, and then he was wearing the Bulls, also the Blackhawks colors is what he was wearing.
Yes.
So I happened to notice the symbology on there.
And that's just his skin color.
Yeah. Well,
I think that warm-up jacket wasn't breathing very well because he took off the jacket and the shirt, and someone around us said, rather than a cherry tomato. I was like, did he have a spray tan accident?
Maybe, quite possibly.
He got a Braun Breaker's tanner went off.
Yeah,
it was like it's a little expired.
It's like, what happened?
Oh my gosh!
But how about you, sir? What were your? We'll go match by match here, but overall thoughts on the event.
Oh man, that was great. That was great. I mean, there's no way that I could afford to go to these on a regular basis. While we were there and in between matches, I did look up what we could get for WrestleMania seats, and for a 2-day pass for the 100 section. Oh no, was it the 100 or the 200?
I forget. I think
it was one of those two. It wasn't the lower bowl. It was like the next one up, so it might have been 200 section. A mere $3,000 each.
Merely.
A mere $3,000 each.
You did find some tickets for $500, but we think they were in the upper nosebleeds.
Oh, they were totally, and probably obstructed view.
Yes.
But I mean, this was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We got a chance to get, when we were walking in, we got there nice and early because of your spirited driving.
Of course.
And we had great parking in Lot F, which took us right to the gate that was almost like 6 feet away from our section.
Yep.
I mean, it couldn't have worked out better if we'd actually planned it.
Yep. We got there for the pre-show.
Yep.
We almost got in. I was trying to get in the frame in the shot.
Yeah.
But Peter Rosenberg came out to do a bit. It was really funny. So we're at the pre-show. It was Big E, Wade Barrett, and
Joe Tessitore.
Joe Tessitore, thank you.
They were on the stage probably with a little heater action.
They were on the stage.
And poor Pete Rosenberg was freezing his ass off
standing out there
with the hoi polloi.
And they went to 3 other people before they went to Peter. It was really funny. The crowd kept like they were booing at one point when they went to Kathy Kelly, I think. But
I know that's got to be one of the first times Kathy Kelly's ever gotten booed from a WWE crowd of any kind.
Turn her heel. But it was really cool to be close to Peter Rosenberg. It's a personality you see on a lot of the PLE shows and stuff.
I felt tall.
Yes.
I felt tall. And I don't get to say that very often.
No, you don't.
Peter Rosenberg, not a tall man. No. Not there's anything wrong with that.
Very gracious though. The guy was taking pictures with people.
He was so cool. He was he was interacting with people. Like they would get disappointed when he didn't go on. He'd turn around and start yapping with people.
Yeah.
No,
he was great. So that was fun to be a part of that. And I got a little bad news boom, from him. I yelled out bad news, and I think it got the crowd going a little bit. And then he did up and did his boom bit. But like you said, Wade's getting a little old for the bit. So.
He is, but Wade is also a very large human being. He's tall.
Holy.
You just don't realize how big that dude is. Sort of like seeing Randy Orton, even though we were not like ringside.
Yeah.
But you just see Randy Orton in context with other people, like in real life, not on your TV.
Yeah.
That's a large man.
Yes,
This is a large man.
Yes, it is.
I think they might be undershooting his weight a little. I'm just saying.
Could be.
I think they announced him at 280. I'm like, I don't know, man.
But you bring up an interesting point because, you know, like we weren't like right up on the ring, but we had a really good shot, a really good view of the ring. A little surreal to see all these people like, live and in living color.
Yes, it was.
It really was. And, you know, loved the seats. I thought we had a great view.
Mm-hmm.
The stupid boom camera crane was like right in our line of vision. It was like moving up and down.
Well, next time I would know because I might have been able to get on the other side in the corner because so for those folks who are, you know, who aren't familiar with this, you have the hard cam side, which I've never understood. The hard cam side is the side that is showing the hard cam angle, right? Okay. So hard cam side, that's the view they always cut to, and that camera's locked off. So you see that side of the arena. The other side is the side where they're going to put the boom cameras in the corner so they don't show up on the hard cam. So we were in the corner that had one of the boom cameras, which was okay because they have, you know, above the ring they have video screens that are showing the live feed. So when the camera was in the way, or when they were in the chamber, there's, you know, because you have so much stuff going on with the chamber, you know, you kind of have to. I had to look up every so often to see exactly what was going on because we didn't have the best view.
Yeah. Well, and when the chamber was down too, one of the chamber cells kind of obstructed the ring view as well.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, still really. I mean, even considering the camera and the chamber, still able to see really well.
Yes.
You know.
Yep, very much so.
But yeah, it was awesome just being able to go to that. You know, because again, there's no way I can afford to do this very often. So to be able to do this in Chicago, CM Punk is defending the championship. Like that's. I think I'm going to retire from live events here after this because I don't see it going any higher than this.
You know. We got to see, not only we get to see Punk, who we're a huge fan of, we got to see him during a world title reign, defending his world championship in what was a really good match with Finn Balor.
It was. I got some thoughts on that when we get to it, but but overall, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. We had folks around us who were kind of fun. We had like a 10-year-old kid back of us cussing and heckling. I was like, where is this kid's parents?
It was interesting.
He was trying to lead an F you Logan chant at one point.
He was, yes.
But he was also pretty funny with some of the stuff.
There was one guy behind us who was trying to rattle off some one-liners, and he did something about, was it Logan or Randy?
No, it was Finn during the Finn match, and he was like, Finn, you corn! I'm like...
Do you know what it reminded me of? The Festivus episode when Frank's dad goes to, you know, do his airing of grievances, and he has to sit down and hold his head because he's got like, you know, he's got a headache after like getting he's like, you couldn't blah blah blah. I gotta sit down. Like that's literally what this guy did. He was you know, railing on Balor, and he was doing some sort of corn dog joke, and he just crapped out right in the middle. It was hysterical.
And the people around us are laughing, and one guy turns around and is like, no man, you cooked him. You cooked him.
That's right. Oh, that was great.
I feel like turning around. It happens to all of us, man. Don't worry. You'll be back. You'll come back strong.
That's right.
He
was a bit quieter after that.
Oh, he was. I think he said at one point, I'm going to leave now.
It's like I'm embarrassed.
And I can understand. You know, it's almost like you want to do the anchor man, like, hey champ, why don't you sit this one out now? But so okay, first match, opening match, ladies, women's Elimination Chamber. That was interesting in that I thought first and foremost, I don't know what's going on with Tiffy Time because it feels like now
she had some rough moments.
She did, but she even just from a presentation standpoint, she's changed her gear, she's changed her hair. But it just seems odd to me. It's kind of like a mashup. It's like someone randomized kind of the creator wrestler sort of thing. Like she's got Saul Ruka's kind of like half pant thing going on. I don't know. There was a little odd. And she did have a little bit. There was some timing stuff going on there.
Yeah, there was a couple.
It wasn't a terrible match. It wasn't the best of all possible worlds. Yeah. And it kind of, I'd say one of the highlights was actually Raquel Rodriguez coming in and just going house on people. Had a double elimination.
They booked her strong.
Yeah.
They booked her strong.
I think they're really looking to get her over, which makes total sense because since she's kind of started this resurgence, and I'm sure Kevin Nash is going to take full credit for that, telling her to wrestle bigger, but it's worked.
Yep.
It's absolutely worked. And her personality is really kind of clicking with all this, so that was great. So we got a Rhea Ripley win.
We did. By the way, it was wonderful to experience Rhea Ripley's entrance live.
Oh my gosh, that was the first entrance that really just blew the place up.
Oh yeah.
That was like, okay. Oh, actually, Alexa got a really good pop.
She did too. Yeah, because it was Alexa, it was Rhea, Kiana James was kind of
yeah.
Who else do we have? We have Raquel. Raquel got a pretty good pop.
Kiana actually was booked fairly strong too.
She was. Who are the other ones? Who are the other two I'm missing? Asuka. Asuka was hysterical. That woman needs to move. Like she just needs to move with the music. Every entrance theme, she's just grooving along. It was hysterical to watch.
The thing I love about Asuka and her character, because I bet Asuka is a complete sweetheart of a person, and I'm sure people would tell her, oh, she's so lovely. When she's in character, there is something about her. It's like she has holes out in the desert where she can dispose of bodies. Like it's that level of kind of crazy and creepy, which is perfect for her. So you had Asuka, Alexa, Tiffy, Rhea, Raquel, Kiana. That's it, right? Okay. I didn't bother counting. I think it made sense for Rhea to go over. Yeah, as much as anybody. I mean, even though we both thought Tiffany Stratton would be the one to get it.
Yeah, I think it's the right call for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Rhea.
I mean, Rhea's always
big
a good
star.
Call. She's got that it factor.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just kind of curious where it all goes.
Yeah.
Because Jade Cargill has not had a lot of title defenses. And,
no.
Are they going to book her to go over on Rhea to continue to elevate her, or are they looking to, get the title back on Rhea? It's gonna be interesting.
The thing is, I don't understand why they don't have Jade wrestling more. Like, is she like
I don't know.
Low grade hurt right now, and they don't want to try and take the belt off of someone like another person who's hurt, so they're kind of like just it's like she has a pull or something that it's like she can still move around, but wrestling is not the greatest thing. Like, I don't get it because I don't think she's a bad worker. I don't think she's the strongest on the mic. But then again, I mean, how many other folks have they got that's kind of the same deal? I don't get it. I could see them trying to book her over Rhea and using that as a stepping stone, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to work that well because people friggin' love Rhea.
Yep. No, I mean when you talk about a main event caliber sort of match for WrestleMania, I mean, not that they're going to be in the main event, but it just having Jade versus Rhea is the big name match, and so
although
out of that group, that probably made the most sense.
Yeah, the tough thing is, like, if you haven't had Jade defend the title much before now, are you really going to have her defend the title between now and WrestleMania? Like, will she even have a match in the next 49 days?
She should.
She definitely should.
They should. I don't know what the deal is with Tiffany Stratton's rematch. She should have a rematch coming to her.
Yeah. So, agreed.
But, we will see. But yeah, very good match, good action, and I'm trying to think. Did we talk about the Raquel Rodriguez double pin? Yeah, she got the double pin.
Double elimination was really good.
And then who went through the cell? Someone got thrown through. Was it Raquel Rodriguez?
I thought Raquel threw someone through the cell. I can't remember because again we weren't taking notes. But they did have to repair one of the doors.
Yeah, I mean that bump was nasty when it happened.
Oh yeah. I mean, we got Alexa going off the top of one of the pods.
Yeah, she did. Oh, pods. That's the right way to say it. Yeah. So one of the pods got decimated. I thought it was Rhea throwing Raquel through it, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I can't remember at this point. But overall, I think it was a pretty solid match to start things off.
Yep.
And then we had Becky Lynch, big time Becky Lynch, as the intro was.
Yes.
Defending her women's Intercontinental Championship against Chicago's own, by way of New Jersey, AJ Lee.
Yes.
And there was someone behind this who said something along the lines of like AJ's only claimed for Chicago is that she has a Mariano's card or something.
Yes.
What is Mariano's?
Mariano's is a local grocery. It's a grocery store name I couldn't remember when we were talking about it.
I love that. I love that as a heckle. That's beautiful.
That is a beautiful heckle.
So this one was pretty good. I feel like... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't get the toll from
I was prepared.
I thought this one was good. It had some slow-ish moments, but at the same time, I felt like that it didn't drag the match down too much.
Yeah.
I actually, watching this live, I could really kind of get a feel for Becky Lynch kind of being a little nutty.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like her shtick might actually play better live for me than it does on camera. What about you?
You mean it plays better on TV than live?
Well, no. How did I just say that? I don't know. I feel like
you said her shtick plays better live
than on TV. Yeah. But maybe that's just for me. I mean, her punches certainly looked better, but that was because we're like a couple hundred feet away.
That right there's the victory of the night for Uncle Todd. Like he saw some strong Becky Lynch punches.
Yep.
So. But I think the story here was, and we didn't have Michael Cole and Wade Barrett in our ear, but if I had to guess, I think the story Cole was telling here was that AJ coming back, first singles match after being away for 10 years, and Lynch was just kind of, getting one up on her. It seemed like throughout the entire match. But Lee was plucky and staying with her.
She was.
And there was one point we thought it was the end of the match because of chicanery by
shenanigans. I say
yes by one Becky Lynch,
which led to some of the best things going on in our section where we had a Jessica chant.
Yes, we did.
We had people yelling at Jessica that she needed to get up, that she's laying down. People are very into like what was going on with Jessica Carr in this match in our section.
So Becky Lynch takes the top turnbuckle off one of the corners.
Yep.
Jessica Carr tries to go and put it back on. She gets shoved into the corner.
To which the lady behind us is like, "Where are your priorities at?"
Yeah, right. Well, that was actually pretty funny.
That was lovely.
So she was knocked out for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Lee had Becky Lynch tapping.
Yep. Emphatically tapping.
Like she's practically spanking AJ Lee at one point, I think.
Which, I mean, somewhere Jerry Lawler was just nodding with a smile. Which, actually, I want to mention this too. We did have a sign in the next section that said "Bring back puppies." So
some people never learn.
They don't. But oh well.
No, there was high drama with the referee knocked out, but it was really funny because, yes, around us, people were upset with Jessica Carr, and then when she came to...
They were rooting for her.
They were rooting for her, for the very person they were denigrating about, 5 minutes earlier. So,
Jessica Carr has got a lot of juice right now. They need to
yes,
put the rocket on her.
They do. But, Becky loses, and... So finally we go. Oh, and then Becky threw a chair in the ring at one point while the ref was out.
Yep, she got a DDT, I believe.
She got a DDT on it. She went for a pin. We thought the match was over. Uncle Todd and I thought we were going to have at least 1 point because we picked Becky to win because we were predicting an AJ Lee WrestleMania win. But
we each did get some points in the first match because we didn't get Tiffany, but we both had Rhea. So I mean,
that's right, we did.
I'd be very curious how the points work out on this.
Yeah, I think we're pretty neck and neck here.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Wait a minute. I gotta make a move here. One moment, please.
Yeah, don't delay too much. I still want to get there and get my enchiladas.
Yeah, I know you're all enchilada at this point.
It's very important to me. But yeah, that was a pretty good match, especially considering. I mean, I'm not trying to denigrate Becky Lynch here, but I mean, she's not a spring chicken as a performer. She's been wrestling for quite a while, and AJ Lee, first singles match back, and also is not a full-time performer. So ring rust, timing, all of that factoring in.
Yeah.
It was actually a pretty good match.
It was.
It was very good. Which then brings us to the semi-main event when we have Phineas Balor versus Charles Montgomery Punk. Chicago's own.
Ladies first, and then comes the husband. So.
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, it did kind of work out like that. It was very. I didn't realize that. It split right down the middle.
It did. But yeah.
Finn coming out to his old theme.
Yes, he did.
Which was great. That theme is so much better than anything else he's used.
Oh yeah.
Really.
He's very. It's good to see him, kind of going back to his old persona, getting out of the whole Judgment Day shtick.
Yeah.
At one point when they were running the pre-match, drama or whatever, there was a point where Balor talks about not getting his due or whatever, and I jokingly said to Uncle Todd, well, you started wearing a hat, a full-blown hat over your face to the ring. What do you want people to do?
Yeah, that,
you know what I mean?
It does make it kind of
be
difficult.
yourself, and look at that.
Yeah.
And my God, is that guy in shape? Holy crap.
Oh, dude, ripped. Absolutely. I mean, to the point of I felt like, is he drinking enough water? He's going to have a kidney stone. He's that dehydrated to be cut. Yep. But that's all mostly out of envy for me, because I don't even wear a shirt when I go in the shower at home. I keep my shirt on because I'm just scared if anybody happens to look through the window. I feel like that's a public service.
I was going to say, if you're worried about someone looking through your window, get some drapes, my man. You shouldn't be having.
Well, I also like a lot of natural light. As we mentioned before, Charles Montgomery had the full-on Bulls.
That was awesome.
Intro.
No, I can't tell you how awesome that was, because that is that is the intro to the Bulls when they played. I want to go back and watch the replay.
When Jordan was playing with them, right?
Yes. Yep. And I would love to see, I'm assuming what we saw is what aired on the actual broadcast.
I would assume so.
It was kind of an extended entrance, but so good. And then, my God, when they hit Cult of Personality, my ears are still ringing from all the music and sounds and craziness that was going on.
That was the second big pop of the night after Rhea.
Huge pop. Huge.
And I mean, a pretty decent match.
Yep.
A very deliberate starting out.
Yep.
A lot of reversals, which is good, because even though Finn is not a big guy, it's kind of interesting to see both Finn and Punk, and you realize okay, these guys aren't very big, but they're also not high flyers.
Yeah.
Like Finn, for being his size, it's not like he goes up on the top ropes and does all these flippy dippy and all that. Much like Punk, he doesn't do that stuff.
Not that he went super deep, but this was probably the most varied offense I've seen from Finn Balor in a match, because Finn's offense is so foot oriented. He does these, he has the sling blade, he has the, what's it called, the 1917 or what, 19 whatever. It's that reverse, it's like a suplex, but he's holding the guy reversed.
Oh, okay.
1914, I think, is what it's called. And so he has a couple, but those are kind of his signature moves. But he really doesn't wrestle like a wrestler. It's feet, punch.
More striking.
He does that sort of, when he does the thing where he does the finger guns and then he runs and does the drop kick that shoves him into the corner to do the coup de grace, which is again a foot oriented. So this one we saw an abdominal stretch.
That's right, the abdominal stretch with the elbows.
Yeah, he was doing the Gunther. This was the most well-rounded version of Finn Balor as a wrestler that I feel like I've seen in a long time. And I agree. It was really, to me, that's what made the match pop a bit more, is because it was just great to see him do different offense than what he's done over the years. So
he was a credible threat.
Yes,
he was a credible threat during the match, which is what you're kind of hoping for. I wasn't going there to watch a squash match. No. So that was. And
to be honest, the same way that Reed and Jade is is a marquee caliber match for WrestleMania, there was no doubt Punk was going to come out of this any other way than the winner. So
they did their best trying to create a little doubt.
They did.
But yeah, you're right.
But
although
no,
I would watch a Balor Roman match. I would if I will tell you, if Balor didn't win that match, I would have a one-man riot in my living room.
At one point,
I'd burn the coffee table to the ground.
At one point, I said to Uncle Todd, because someone behind us was chanting for Dominic Mysterio to show up.
Yes.
And I said, here's what's going to happen. The Judgment Day is going to show up. Because we had a side bet thing going that they were going to show up and interfere in the match. They did not, so we both are going to lose a point on that one.
Yeah.
But, where was I going with this? Oh, and then I said to Uncle Todd, watch, they're going to interfere, and Roman's going to show up to even the odds so that he has his match with Punk.
You were positively giddy about the fact that we might be in the same building as Roman. You're like Danny Rojas talking about being in the same stadium as Zava.
But my passion for that was not because I wanted to see Roman. It's because I wanted to see the look on your face when you were in the same building with Roman, because you have hated Roman Reigns on a genetic level for a number of... It is documented, your feelings on Roman Reigns.
Yes.
It's rivaled only by Cedar Tree Jacks.
Well, it's a cedar tree. That could so work.
Oh my God.
That could so work. And damn it, if Uncle Corny uses that bit the next time she's on, we're going to have words, James. We're going to have words.
No. What he's going to do is he's going to want to get in touch with you to, work out a partnership.
Maybe for like a Domino's pizza or something.
Well,
a lifetime supply of Sprite.
He could do it.
How does he not have a Sprite sponsorship?
I don't know. Dude, we're almost, it's like only 9:04. Look at this.
I know. You were flying at like half of, warp 2.5.
Warp factor 9, Mr. Data. Engage.
But so overall, a good match. There was a lot of trading of moves because Punk definitely did a couple of Balor's moves.
And Balor was stymieing him at certain points, which I thought was a neat. There's a couple times Punk went for that, give him the knee, put him in a headlock, do the bulldog routine, and Balor, blocked a few of those.
Yep.
He blocked a few GTSs.
He kept on trying to do the sharpshooter.
Yes, that's right. And
which
he got him in it.
It's so weird because I don't ever remember Punk putting anybody in a sharpshooter.
He's a Bret. No,
I know he loves.
Punk has done it before out of
okay.
reverence to Bret Hart.
Okay, I've never seen.
He doesn't break it out in a lot of matches.
But he went for it. I want to say they did that spot of him trying to do it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Before, and then they did it. Then they went into the sharpshooter in the weirdest possible way.
Yeah.
With Finn coming off the top rope.
Was it to do a coup de grace?
Or no, was it?
Flipped him into it.
Yeah, he was going to do a coup de grace, and then Punk got the leg up. And in some way, they managed to twist around, and Punk got him in the sharpshooter. But he was so deep into the sharpshooter, you could barely tell it was a sharpshooter.
Right.
And I commented to you, I'm like, that sharpshooter makes the Rock sharpshooter look great.
It does. Yeah.
It was off. And then the weird thing was, because before I was like, they better pay this off.
Yeah.
Because you've gone to this so many times, and again, it's not like Punk does this all the time.
Yeah.
So they did pay it off. But then they went back to it, and you have Finn stymieing Punk on this move that's like, well, you just paid it off. Why are you going back?
Yeah.
It almost makes me wonder if like someone forgot,
Or we didn't have the commentary, so I don't know if Punk, there was a reason Punk was
maybe
pushing that move or not.
But it was. Overall, I thought it was good.
Yeah. Very good.
Punk went over, of course. We got a nice, hometown celebration.
We did.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, and not only did we get a hometown celebration with the champ, but then AJ Lee shows up with her championship.
That was right.
And they're both like, look at this, we both have belts.
And then they had to do the exit off to the side because they're bringing down the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And Punk is skipping.
Which, by the way, we didn't mention, as he's doing his entrance, he did skip for a little bit of the entrance.
That's right.
As well, in honor of AJ. So.
I will say, it is nice just watching Punk, and I know he's playing it up, but even when she came back, just the kind of the way he would stare at her butt, and then he'd blink and be like, oh, sorry, I got hypnotized. Stuff like that. It's kind of cool watching.
Very much a man in love.
But he's putting his wife over in such a huge way. It's kind of cool.
That is true, yeah. He has always been very, very adamant about that since she's come back. It's been cool.
And he doesn't really have to do it because she's already over. You know what I mean? But just watching him do it it's fun. It's good, fun. Clean fun.
It is.
And so we got that. Then we get to the mains event of the evening. The box. That's right, the box.
Oh, right. Well, I wasn't going to go there.
Oh,
but
okay.
I was going to say we're almost to the restaurant. So, do you want to stop here and we'll pick it up after, or
we can? Do we have a minute here to talk about the box, and then we'll come back for the?
We can talk about the box.
So we had the box up at the ramp.
Yes.
We had both Aldous and we had Aldous and Pierce. So,
Yes.
Unfortunately, it wasn't going to be Pierce and his last good nerve in the box as I had thought it might be.
You were very much looking forward to seeing the breakdown of one Adam Pierce on this.
It's fun.
It is fun.
So they pry open with a couple crowbars. Inside the box is a coffin, and I'm like, are we getting Undertaker Jr.? And no, we got a musical number featuring the Danhausen dancers in Danhausen.
Yes.
Which, okay. I gotta say, like...
It felt kind of out of place, if I'm being honest.
It was so out of place. But at the same time, like, I know nothing about Danhausen. Are we right in front of the place?
We are right in front of it's right there. And
okay.
Right here.
Love it. But yeah, it was weird because, like, I'm just gonna... And I know that, Cole and I'm assuming Barrett are giving some background, to the home audience, but
we got none of it, so we just happen to know him from AEW, and it was highly rumored that he was going to be there. So.
You happen to know him. I barely know, Danhausen from a hole in the ground or Eddie Munster. So that was a little odd, but he had a dance squad.
Yes.
And then watching them all roll out of the ring and under the ring to then bring the house lights down. When they start lowering the cage, then they all rolled out and just sort of like pissed off around. I was like, that's weird. Like, there was no promo, there was no nothing.
Yeah.
It was just Danhausen dancing his theme song, and that's it.
Yep, that was it. That was what we waited for.
It could have been worse.
It could have
been. As someone who lived through the gobbledygooker era. It could have.
Someone did say that. It's not the gobbledygooker.
Yeah. So that was everything up to the main event. It's now time for Mexican food.
6.5 hours later.
So here we are.
We're no longer in a car.
I know.
A dark car.
We are back here at...
Look at you putting your feet up like you own this place.
I do.
Watch out for my bass guitar, please.
Oh my gosh, I swear to God.
Folks, you can't take this guy anywhere nice because he just,
Can't take me anywhere nice. You cussed out that nice old lady who was just trying to get to her prescription. She was trying to make it to the freaking drugstore to get her blood pressure medicine. And you cussed her out.
Who are you talking about?
Like Jim Cornette cussing out a lady at friggin' Wendy's.
God dang it. Wow.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Well, we're back, folks.
Yep. Hasn't even offered me any bourbon, no nothing. Hospitality around here.
I did offer him bourbon.
Yelp is 1 out of 5 stars.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
What is it? 11:35?
You're watching Perspectives. Let me see. What time is it?
Oh,
that's close. 11:40.
Oh, look at that.
11:40.
We've got time to burn.
We have dined. We stopped at Hale Street Cantina. Had ourselves some...
Made it 3 minutes before they started the late night menu.
Yeah.
This one over here has tried to pull a "Don't you know who I am?"
I didn't have to. I just said, you know what? 3 minutes. Boom. Here's the order.
Put me right on the spot. I'm like, I don't know what I want.
Well, you figured it out.
I did.
You figured it out.
Bah.
Had a couple margaritas. Good God.
Yes, indeed. What?
Good God. Can't take you anywhere. All right. But, we are fed, and I am slowly drifting off into the abyss.
We
but
just need to have some of your high test bourbon.
Perky
right up.
That's just going to do me in. That's what that's going to do. But we got through most of the card, I believe.
We did. I believe, so we even got through what's in the box.
We did get through, yeah. So Danhausen, which, that was interesting. And I honestly couldn't tell from the crowd what the reaction was.
I think they kind of were amused, but after a little while, when it became like a complete song and dance number and there was nothing more to it, I think then the shine was off and it's sort of like, Because
I thought there would be like an interview segment or something where like, who are you? And Michael Cole like kind of introducing him and stuff like that. And there was none of that.
I'm sure on the broadcast they did do the introduction. I'm sure there's a lot of background information given.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, because you had the Danhausen dancers, which I hope that becomes a continued thing. Like it would be funny if that became like, Danhausen has gone to the big time, so now he has his own backing dancers.
Yeah,
that's the gimmick from now on.
Yeah,
it's amusing.
I'd like to see them get him together with Steven Regal again. Or sorry, I keep calling him Steven Regal. William Regal.
Because didn't he curse him at one point?
He cursed him at one point, and William Regal did the funniest shtick with that whole thing, which I think they should do on WWE.
As funny as him dancing with a hat?
The many faces of William Regal.
Yes.
Are you leaning on my bookcase?
I swear to
you are. You're gonna break it. Thank you.
You happy now?
Well, yes. You're not.
Now I can't put my feet up.
You're not using my shelving unit as a load-bearing member for you.
What about a member? It's a family show, sir.
Oh my God.
Stop talking about members.
Anyways, all right. Men's Elimination Chamber match.
Yes.
So we had who was first down? Whoop that Trick. Trick
was
Williams.
he the first one? I thought Javon. Oh no, Javon was in last.
Yeah, Javon was in last. No,
so
Trick Williams was first because he was the first one to climb up the cage. This is what was funny. Most everyone,
yes,
minus Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, ironically,
4 out of the 6
climbed the cage in some fashion during their entrance. They all had very long entrances.
Well, it was, and all of the entrances worked because
they did.
And I will say this, and I think I have said it on the show, but I'll reiterate it.
Mm-hmm.
Trick Williams, dude.
That guy is.
There's nothing about him that doesn't scream star.
Nope.
Just from
good.
The entrance, his in-ring performance,
yep,
interview, and just the way the dude looks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, looks like he should be a star.
Yes.
So yeah, that was. But yeah, he came out first and was climbing all over.
He climbed up the cage.
Pods.
Yeah, got up on top of the pod and was doing
Did he hit all 4 corners or 3 out of the 4?
No, I think he just did one. And then
okay, but it happened to be the one facing us, which was interesting.
Yes. So that was cool. That was cool. So there was him. Then there was LA Knight,
which place exploded for.
He got a huge pop. That was incredible. And when he did his whole, L.A. Knight, shtick, everyone was in sync with it.
Mm-hmm.
Who came after that? Logan Paul, who the section we were sitting in, we're not the biggest fans of Mr. Paul.
No, not at all.
No.
But there was one guy who I think his shtick was he was rooting for all the heels.
Yes. He was.
And we did have the 9 or 10-year-old starting the F Logan Paul chant, which again, the youth is going to be okay. The kids are going to be all right.
I was really trying hard not to do any sort of negative chants because I knew there were kids and family around. I didn't want to influence them that way. I did at one point let a Becky Lynch sucks chant fly, just because I was railing against the heel. I was railing against the heel, and that's what we do as wrestling fans. I did let off some good booze. Didn't drink booze, but I let off some booze.
Teasing me.
Do you want some? I will go get you a glass if you would like some.
I don't want you to have to go upstairs.
Why not?
You look tired.
Well, I am tired.
I mean, if you just had a straw, I'd do that.
Oh, good Lord.
So everyone. Then we had LA Knight. We had Louis Angelo Knight.
Yes, we had Logan Paul. Then we had Randy Orton.
And Logan Paul came down to the ring with the Oracle.
Yes, with Paul Heyman and with Austin Theory.
Or as the kids said, you're not an Oracle, you're an Orca. Which I was like, that's actually the best one of the night.
I did not hear that.
Oh, it was great.
Okay.
It didn't get a big response, but I was like, you know what? The marine biology, heckles don't always go well, but I was there.
There was one guy behind us who was yelling something to Paul Heyman. I mean, it might have even been F you, Paul, or something like
I think
that.
He said that a couple times.
And at one point I turned around and said, I think he heard you.
Yeah.
which they started cracking up at. So,
but he came down with Paul Heyman and Austin Theory.
Yes.
So that should have been a tip-off that shenanigans were afoot.
Yep.
But I didn't quite pick up on it. I just thought they brought him down there because at this point, you might as well bring down all of the remaining members of the Vision.
Yeah.
To try and, gin up a little heat into this situation.
There was a funny part when some of the F Logan Paul chant started where
when he was still in the pod.
And he turned around looking at everyone and he's just like, what did I do?
I'm not even in the match yet.
Yeah.
And then Austin Theory's like, no,
Oh yeah,
that's all he
Austin
was
Theory
doing.
was looking at people doing this, like knock it off.
Like, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that was good.
And then at one point, Heyman was just kind of like, I think out of character, just like leaning over, talking to Michael Cole and Wade Barrett at the announce table.
But it looked like, in a way, it looked like he was leaning over and just staring at them.
Oh, he was? Oh, I thought he was talking.
He might have been, but from when I looked at him, like, is he just like eyeballing them to try and make a break or something? Like, is he screwing with them?
Yeah.
And so then we got and then of course we heard voices.
Then we had Javon Evans.
And well, no, we had Randy first because Javon started with Cody.
Right, we talked about Randy.
But no,
already.
I just mentioned Randy.
Oh, okay.
That was because we've been talking about it. You went what about Logan Paul? So Randy got probably another one of the giant pops. This match was like the battle of the entrance themes.
It was.
Everyone pretty much got a big pop. Even Javon Evans got a pretty good pop for someone who really hasn't done all that much yet.
I was busy clearing out memory on my phone because I had recorded the entrances, and I all of a sudden got "You're running low on memory," and I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me!"
Well, if you updated your phone sometime from the Google Pixel 0.5.
It is a Google Pixel 6 for crying out loud.
Yeah, but they're on like 14 now, weren't they?
I don't know.
You getting more memory on an Atari 64 than you do on your phone.
I also forgot to, like show my CM Punk shirt. I was zipped up most of the event, but
you have it layered under. You're like Kurt Angle. You had like 5 different T-shirt layers, and they'd all be the same one.
Basically.
But Randy got a nice pop.
At one point, he tried to climb the cage, or he was teasing climbing the cage, but he did not.
And there ain't no way Randy's big ass is climbing that cage. No. He's a very large human being.
No.
And it looks even large, even though we were a good 150 feet away.
Yeah.
It's just easy to look at him and go, yeah, I don't want to run up against him when he's in bad mood. No.
He's a big guy. Yeah. Big guy. Holy
he's one
moly.
of those guys like some of the bigger guys, like they used to maybe like guys who are self-conscious, they would undershoot the weight.
Yes.
I think they're undershooting Randy because he's announced at 280.
Yep.
I don't know about that.
So
then what?
I'm looking at the scores. I think I got one up on you.
Calm yourself down. So we got Randy. Javon Evans got a very nice ovation for being like the guy probably in the match. And even though Logan Paul had kind of was less heralded in this because he got thrown into the match 24 hours prior. But Logan has, he just has heel heat because people just don't like him.
No.
So probably the person who had the least kind of oomph going into this is Javon Evans. Just he hasn't really done much with anybody.
I mean, he's known more for these like one-off spots where he does something crazy in the air and everyone's like, "Ah!"
Which is fantastic. But I mean, I think that's nice for him to get over with the fans or to at least get his foot in the door.
Yeah.
But like when we talked about, possible winners for this thing, like it's just not his time. He needs to have some character development and he needs to get known for some more stuff than just high spots because otherwise you wind up being Ricochet.
Right.
And I don't know that anybody wants to follow the Ricochet career path unless you count how much money he's making from Tony Khan.
No.
And then we got Cody, who came down to a big ovation, of course.
Yep.
Then we started the match.
It was Cody and Javon.
Yeah. I kind of felt like it was okay. Like, I felt like it...
I was still clearing memory off my phone.
Yeah. I mean, Cody definitely flew around for Javon. Like, he was
putting him over.
Helping him.
He was putting him over.
But it felt like the beginning of this match just took a little while to get going. And maybe it was just because the contrast of... Actually, turn this way for a second. No, when I say turn this way, I don't mean turn the opposite way. You have like a... There you go. You had like a unicorn hair. You had like a horn or something. I don't know where it came from. But
and he wants to have more.
I was trying to help you out you wouldn't look like with a sea creature that has the thing in front of its face. Like you're trying to lure something in. Hey. Anyways,
I actually think I need to charge my order ring while we're here.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Good talk. I'm just taking my thing off.
Alrighty. So I thought it was good. I thought it just felt. Maybe it was because of all of the entrances. You have 6 entrances that were really over, and the crowd popped for it. It really felt like it took a while for this match to get to the level of the entrances. Like it took a while for it to get going. I don't feel like the match actually got going. I mean, Trick was good because didn't Trick come in first?
He was first in. Yep.
Even though he did well, I don't feel the crowd really got into it until LA Knight got in there.
Yeah.
And that's when I felt like things started to click.
Yes.
For the match.
Yep. I would agree.
And it, but overall, it was a pretty good match. But it was also, it felt to me, until you got to like the very end of the match, it's kind of that very predictable thing. It's like when you have the triple threats, like normally it's just a matter of someone getting knocked out so that you can have a one-on-one match. Because having 2-on-1 or 1v1v1 is like, it's confusing and tough to keep that traffic directed. So it always feels like, well, there has to be some high spot or someone comes in and clears house and then a bunch of guys just sell. So you can have like one or two guys working with one or two guys. And I understand the reasons for that, but if you just go strictly according to that routine, it can kind of become boring because you're like, oh, this is the same type of match I've seen several times.
Yeah.
Not that it was bad.
No.
It just really took a while for it to get going, and then even then it was sort of like, like there was one point after I think Logan got on top of the pod, and then LA Knight and Javon got up there. Yeah. And I was like, this is a very interesting pairing that we have going on here.
And LA Knight BFT Javon on the top of the pod.
Well, but they threw Logan off first.
Yes, they did. Yes,
and
they did.
then you had the BFT on the pod, and then eventually, I don't know if LA Knight climbed down or if he kind of like, in a weird sort of way, like sort of schlepped himself down, still selling, but somehow getting off of the top of the pod. And Javon was left up there. And at one point, the guys next to me are like, Javon's just chilling up there. Like, look at him. He's got his feet in the air. And it did. At one point, like, he was moving his feet almost like he was sitting in front of the TV on his stomach with his feet moving back and forth. I'm like, yeah, he's just kind of killing time up there.
Yep.
You know, and...
Until it was time for his high spot.
Yep. And so then we had Randy came in last.
Yes.
And then things started to kind of pick up.
By the way, my side bet came through. Okay. He did not take a bump on the side.
He took a bump on the side of the cage, which honestly, he took a back bump.
He was shoved and he went backwards and
took
just
a
kind of
back
bounced
bump
off
against the chains, which is more than.
Oh gosh!
I'm not disagreeing with your side bet. I'm saying even that is more than what I would have expected for someone with heralded back problems that he has had. Just throwing that out there, and also I think because we've heard, part of the rumors of why Rhea Ripley has lost a lot of bulk and muscle mass is lower back issues. She took a couple of back bumps where I'm like,
she did.
I would not be doing that if I were you.
No.
At one point she kind of did a little bit of lucha stuff. Like she kind of got up and she was doing it.
Yeah.
Incredibly talented, but I'm like, please don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
But then what really started turning the crowd is Logan went on a run of eliminations.
Yes.
And it started to really, it was aggravating me. And I'm like.
Well, I think they were trying to, I mean, this must have been what Bronson Reed was going to do.
True.
Which was going to be run the field.
That would make a lot of sense.
Until the twist at the end happened.
Yeah. Okay, fine. You're right, but.
So I feel Logan is the proxy for Bronson in this case.
Yeah, which unfortunately makes him now the fourth on the depth chart for the.
Yes.
Man, if you're Austin Theory, you've got to feel kind of insignificant that like you've got more tenure. You've got more tenure, and Logan Paul is getting the spot. And you're like, would they?
But you're working with Heyman, and you're working with a group like
he's
that.
Not doing anything. That's the thing. Like he had his moment of being the masked man, and now they've had approximately 8 other masked men.
But they've changed. They succeeded in changing his character, though. Like he hasn't turned into a goof again the way he used to be. Like he feels like a serious character now.
True.
Which I would have thought was impossible to do with him several months ago when he was running around with Grayson Waller and getting double punched by Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
When he knocked both of them out with one punch. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm going to knock you guys out with one punch. And they're just like, oh, whatever. And all of a sudden, you just see this fist come flying off screen. Bam! It's like, ha, I told you.
Yeah. But anyways, it did not go over well, especially with the crowd around us.
Well, and some of those pins were kind of lame. I mean, like,
it
like
was,
the LA Knight pin, like, did he just roll him up, I think? It wasn't even, I don't know, it just felt kind of...
I can't remember. I just remember that him
kind of
pinning
weak.
Javon and Trick in short order.
Yeah. That was...
I mean, Javon I got because I think he actually did put a good move on Javon, but Trick was, like, real quick. Like, real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that didn't seem like it had very much build-up at all.
He got whooped real quick.
And I mean, like, I even said at the moment, like, I know Trick, it's not his time. Even though I think he is a main eventer. I think him and Obafemi are easily two guys who are going to be a big part of the future for WWE unless something goes really sideways.
Yes.
But neither one of them have had enough time on the roster to really just be like, oh, well, you're now in the main event of WrestleMania as a rookie. Like, not a great idea.
Yeah.
Not unless you have a humongous hole that you're trying to fill.
Yeah.
Which they might. But just to see them both eliminated that quickly was like kind of felt cheap. But I guess you're right too. I mean, it is difficult to rearrange a match like this significantly when you're trying to accomplish. I get it, but it was still disappointing. And in a way, I mean, I guess I could see the point because, like, again, I'm watching this as a fan, but also we kind of know how the sausage is made.
We do.
And if you can piss off people who are in that line, I guess maybe that's kind of the goal too. Like, well,
you're working the work.
We're gonna get a reaction.
Yes. Yeah. So
I get that. I was very disappointed when LA Knight got dismissed.
Yeah, that happened way too quick. I don't even think he had a finisher put on him. He just like rolled up, and I'm like, what the heck?
Which also makes me wonder, like, but then again, the Punk Balor match also felt like the end of that ended quick. Or if anything, it felt like
it was like the third GTS though.
Well, I know, but it's one of those deals. It felt quick because it seemed like the end of the match should have either been sooner because you kind of had crescendoed and that would have been the thing, and then you just kind of dubbed around and I was like, oh, we got to end it somehow. Let's do it here.
Yeah.
So there was that, but yeah, it was sort of felt like that with LA Knight as well. But again, maybe they were trying to get to the end quicker. I don't know. But but so they eliminated Knight, then they eliminated Paul.
Well, Paul gets eliminated because...
Oh, yes. We had the masked man.
So we see a masked man run in and immediately starts to climb the cage, to which I say, because everyone's like, look, the guy's climbing the cage. And I'm like, the cage is sealed. What is he planning to do?
Well, they have that open circle at the top, but ain't no way anyone's climbing up there.
No.
Yes, well, it is open, right?
I didn't think it was open. I thought it was closed.
Maybe they have a WWE logo on that or something.
It doesn't matter, though, because
no one's climbing up
as
there. As
soon as I said that, then they had faux security come and pull the guy down and march him out, and they take his mask off, and he's another ham and egger that no one knows.
Yes.
And so that's happening. Trick Williams is still being helped out. And while he's being helped out, then we see yet another masked man run in behind security.
Okay. Yeah.
Who then goes and attacks Logan Paul, curb stomps him, and then as he's leaving the ring, takes his mask off and reveals himself to be...
Seth freaking Rollins.
Now, while we're recording, I need to show Uncle Paul. Oh my God, Uncle Todd. I need to go to bed because this actually made me laugh quite a bit. Let me find it.
You do that. You find it.
Where did it go?
Don't worry, this isn't dead air or anything.
It's not, because you can edit it out, because you're good
I'm
like that.
I'm not going to edit it out. I'm lazy. I'm already piecing together like 4 or 5 videos
You should
here.
edit it out.
I should. Yeah,
Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to show this to you real quick. Ladies and gentlemen.
Here's video of us watching video, apparently.
Oh, shoot. Did they remove it? They removed it.
Removed what?
There was a video here in this article of Seth Rollins being back I think it was off of Twitter, and it looks like it's removed. Anyways.
We were there, though.
But we didn't see Paul Heyman's face when Seth Rollins took the mask off, and that's what I wanted to show you, because the face he made was just typical over-the-top Paul Heyman. It was really funny. To me, it was funny to me. Mm-hmm. He was conveying abject horror, though.
Yes.
But nonetheless...
Well, he did end up waddling away in a different direction. He didn't go up the main aisle.
He did. He waddled away on this side aisle they had in the crowd.
So did Austin Theory go after the first masked man? Because he was nowhere to be seen at the end of that. He must have gone with
I thought he was going with Paul. He wasn't with Heyman?
I didn't see him. Okay. I don't think I did.
Okay. I don't know.
Huh.
Don't know.
Anyways, so Seth Rollins is back, and he sat there and did his kind of an homage to "Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?" Because at one point he was
soaking in the adulation.
Yeah.
Which for the Chicago crowd and the fact that he and Punk are at each other's throats.
True.
It was quite impressive that everyone was happy to see him.
Well, but everyone was also happy to see him because they were very pissed off that Paul had eliminated Javon Trick in L.A.
Yeah, that's true. The
friend of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
There you go. And that's what happened there.
Yeah,
that's what happened there.
It's true.
And then shortly after that, we had another. And the thing was, it's so funny. I was trying to monitor because where we were sitting, we were right above one of the tunnels,
which we thought everyone was going to come from, and they came from everywhere else.
They came from everywhere else, and they exited everywhere else except that tunnel.
That tunnel was apparently just for VIPs.
I was very upset about this.
Yes.
VIPs and Wade Barrett when he needed a potty break.
That was funny.
Apparently,
before the last
Bad News had
chamber
to make his way to the bathroom.
Well, the funny thing is, I was thinking of that as we were watching him come down, and I'm like, for a 3-hour pay-per-view, because you're gonna have to drink some water.
Yeah.
You got to stay hydrated. What if you got to pee? I'm looking at the commentator.
They have staff that can bring the liquid to you, but the staff cannot remove the liquid from you.
Well, it depends on how good you have coverage with that desk. If you can maybe get a bucket on it. I mean, you do it every week here. The bucket's right there.
That is not a bucket.
I was going to say if
pee in.
You should probably rinse it.
Oh my God.
Every so often. That's not hygienic.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's not a bucket under my desk. I just have a stronger bladder than him. He just doesn't like to hear me say that.
Okay, what would you like to call that?
Which, by the way,
is that a vase?
Which, by the way, tonight I went to the bathroom once. He went to the bathroom, I think, 3 times, or was it 2 times?
Because, are we counting the restaurant?
No,
you went to the bathroom at the restaurant.
I did at the restaurant at the United.
So the bathroom doesn't count.
The
at the
United
restaurant.
Center is what we're talking about here.
We are talking about. So should I count that time that you went around? When Peter Rosenberg was talking, you went around the side of the stage and tinkled on a tree. Should I count that?
I don't make up stories about you.
You don't need to. I've got enough embarrassing stuff. Anyways, I peed more than he did.
So why that tomfoolery was going on with Seth Rollins, then all of a sudden out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre shows up. Now that one, I don't know where he came. Did you see what angle he came from?
I have no idea. I wonder
because I want to say it might have come from our tunnel because of the way he got to the ring.
Well, I don't think it was. So there was a screen under the ring because during the Danhausen shenanigans, when they lifted up the ring apron to let the Danhausen dancers and Danhausen out, I did see a screen under there, and I can't imagine that you have that set up unless you use it for some reason.
Yeah, I think Seth was under the ring too, by the way. I think when the lights went dark.
What sort of a conversation is that if Seth and Drew were both under there? Are you just under there yucking it up?
Talking about how much you both hate Punk?
What would happen? What would happen if you had a match, if that match had taken place and Punk and Rollins have to be under there?
Oh God.
Would they just be in separate corners, just staring at each other like a couple feral cats in an alleyway?
That or they'd start trying to punch each other while laying on their stomachs.
Seeing who's going to blink less.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Neither one of them willing to drink the Gatorade because they don't know who opened one first and took a tinkle in it or something. Yeah. Anyways, I would say that, yes, Rollins was probably under the ring. It wouldn't surprise me if Drew was either, because it was so quick.
That's true.
So quick.
That's true. But Drew waylays Cody with the belt, comes in the ring, goes to try a not a haluva kick. What the hell's his kick called? The
Claymore.
The Claymore. Cody sidesteps it. I'm trying to think what happens.
Then Orton came in.
Yeah. Did
So
Orton?
I think Orton RKO'd him first, and then Cody got him at Crossroads.
Orton RKO'd him. Then Cody gets him in the Crossroads, and Orton tells him to, he gives him the hand signal, and so Cody does it. And then as soon as Cody gets up, then Randy hits Cody with the RKO. Randy gets the pin. He wins the match, shocking the stadium, because I think conventional wisdom was that Cody was going to win this.
Yes.
And also, it was going to be Drew versus Cody, or a potential Drew, Cody, and Jacob Fatu match.
Yes.
Now, we don't know where we're going.
But I think the other thing that was shocking was, because again, we had thought there would be shenanigans in other matches.
Yes.
And there were no shenanigans, and they saved it all for the very end, and it was so bam, 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 to quote our good friend John Witherspoon, that it was
bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, and actually that was about the pattern. But I think that shocked people.
Should I say the line?
Well, no, because it's more applicable the way I said it. Because afterwards you're like, Randy's got some explaining to do. I'm like, why? You're like, well, he RKO'd Cody. I was like, Randy would RKO his own mother.
That wasn't the line I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. What was the line you were thinking of?
From the rooter to the...
The rooter to the tutor. I love the pig, the rooter to the tutor.
John Witherspoon, ladies and gentlemen, unsung comedic hero from so many movies.
All day long, my foot up a dog's ass. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. That's my pleasure.
You got to coordinate.
Yeah.
Coordinate. All right. Anyways.
But yeah, there will be questions to be answered.
So I said Orton has some splaining to do to Cody, because they appear to have been doing this like double team thing to Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and what's even more interesting about it is this kind of plays interesting into SmackDown when Cody sees Sammy, because Cody lectured Sammy on how Sammy doesn't take advantage of his opportunities. And now if Cody comes in on SmackDown Friday and is whining about Randy hitting him out of nowhere, is he not being hypocritical at this point? Because he did not think enough to say, well, I got to assume Randy is going to come after me.
He's a snake in the grass.
So,
yes,
we will find out what one Cody Rhodes will do. But...
So did you hear the people behind us where you're like, Raheem!
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my gosh. I love how this is just taken on a life of its own.
I'm just like, why did he have to say that? Oh my God. Like, seriously, why?
Because it's funny. It's funny.
And I'm not talking about the people behind us. I'm talking about Cody for even bringing the dang term into the lexicon.
I don't think he did.
He did.
Oh, he did?
He cut up. It was the Friday after Punk and Roman had their face off, because he was talking about it being a you-know-what measuring contest, and he's talking about how nothing measures up to him, and he goes by Raheem or whatever.
Well, because
I
internet
was just
thing.
Oh my gosh!
I think it was an internet thing. It was an internet thing way before that, because I've seen that.
I'm very
for
uncomfortable talking about this, by the way.
No,
so I just, oh my gosh, just don't need it.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying anything.
You never heard us.
I'm saying Cody didn't even need to bring this in.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Oh my God!
Just forget.
Oh my God!
It's like Madagascar. We were never here.
Now, we have not seen the post-game show, but I did inform Uncle Todd that from CageSideSeat.com, they did report that in the post-game show, Nick Aldis, apparently quite irate and quite aggressive, came onto the set and basically was just apocalyptic, if that's the
apoplectic.
Apoplectic.
Apocalyptic's a whole other thing.
Well, I think he wanted to go apocalyptic on Drew McIntyre, but he was very upset that Drew inserted himself in a match that he had no reason to insert himself into.
That is a lesson that we should all know.
Because of that,
you got to be careful where you insert yourself.
He is giving Drew or sorry, he's giving Cody. See what he did there? He's giving Cody a title shot on Friday at SmackDown against Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed Championship. So yes, you gotta get the finger wag in there.
You get your booger hooker out. You just,
Oh gosh!
my goodness.
From the rooted to the tooth.
Yeah, pumpkin.
Oh my God. So from that, Cody could be world champion going into WrestleMania to face off against his former legacy leader, Randy Orton.
Yes.
Which I got to be honest, that is a marquee WrestleMania match in my mind. Not that Drew McIntyre and Cody wouldn't be, but there's such a story behind Orton and Rhodes that would be really interesting.
There is, but at the same time, I do question like why do that to McIntyre? Like, and I get that. Like, I get like this isn't a real trophy and all
because
that.
you could put McIntyre into a contest with Fatu because they have an unresolved.
Maybe,
but it would disrupt the flow of things because so far Fatu and Cody Rhodes have been going back and forth. I don't know.
I mean, it is a marquee matchup. All those things, correct. It just feels like that's a bit of a cheap shot for McIntyre, especially where has he really even defended the belt all that much? Because we've got another person who doesn't seem like he has a lot of title defenses.
He has.
Okay.
I mean, he's had a couple title defense. Oh yeah, he defended against Sammy.
That's right. Okay.
At Royal Rumble, and then he had another defense. Trying to think who was it against. I don't think he defended against Fatu. He won't defend against Rhodes because he had it written into the contract when he beat him that if he beat him, Rhodes could not challenge him for the championship. So Cody has no rematch clause, which I guess now all this is overriding because of the fact that Drew inserted himself.
Well, then what's the hell the point of the contract, then, I ask you?
Well, Drew has decided to put himself into one too many issues, and now he's paying the piper.
Like we said, you got to be careful where you insert.
You do. You really do.
You never know when the insertee will become the inserted.
Oh, boy. This is taking a really weird turn. Anyways, and then at the end of the event, we had to hear on a loop over and over again, I hear voices in my head.
Which is a badass theme.
It is.
It really is. But yeah. So
but not over and over again.
They took their sweet time lining up the shots because Randy went to get up and do the pose.
Did the pose.
The referee had to wave him off, so he went around and he did some stuff and he came back and the referee waved him off a second time. The referee left the Elimination Chamber and came around so he could direct traffic from the because, apparently, I forget who the referee was, but apparently he's always wanted to direct.
Oh.
So he was there giving Randy his motivation and cueing him when it was time to look at the WrestleMania sign.
I didn't realize.
Oh, I was watching the whole thing because I'm like, why is Randy just like diddling around here? Because he wasn't doing anything. Cody's off selling. There's no one else.
I was kind of hoping Cody was going to come in and start jaw-jacking with Randy.
And he was meandering around.
Yeah.
And he was, honestly, Randy's was kind of looking annoyed. Then again, when doesn't Randy look annoyed?
Yeah.
He just has that look about him.
He does.
But it took forever for him to get like the point to the WrestleMania sign, do his pose, the pyro to go off.
Yes.
All that stuff. But yeah, it took. So they played his theme song through at least twice then, and then he got outside the cage, and he was glad handing with all the folks in the front row.
Yes,
he was
signing.
And they kept the thing going and going and going and going. That's part of the reason why I wanted to leave.
To at which point Uncle Todd was like, so, we going to leave? And I'm like, no, not yet, because I want to see what's going to happen here. And we waited for a little bit longer, and then I started to get sick of the song.
It's turning into Alice's Restaurant.
Kind of. But, no, overall, I really enjoyed the event.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the way they structured the men's match was really good. They're advancing some good stories with it. And as we said, with the other matches, I thought, Punk and Balor, I thought was, lived up to expectations for me. I thought it was really well done. AJ Lee and Lynch, I think they put together a good match with it being her first match back. And now I'm curious where the storytelling is going to go. Maybe so Uncle Todd on the ride down, which we didn't record anything, mentioned that does this now move in a direction where Lynch goes after Jessica Carr, the referee, because she got a little mouthy and handsy with Becky.
Which she's done a half dozen times now.
Yes. And we forgot to mention when Miss Carr got, beaten up against the exposed turnbuckle.
Yes.
And fell over, Becky looks down at her and is like, and just kind of does that, like has no care for her at all.
Has she started calling her Crooked Carr yet?
I don't know. She might.
I that has to be the next step. It's right there.
Yes.
It is right there for her.
Yes.
What I'm curious about is just how
Becky is running a very good parallel gimmick to certain political leaders, and it would not surprise me if she were to go down that road.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny.
And this is impossible for us to know, but
yes.
I wonder in an alternate timeline, in Earth, 618 instead of 616, would we have felt the same way about this event had we been watching at home as opposed to being in the arena and just tickled 18 Shades of Pink to be both of our first, PLE event in person? Would we have watched and been like, this was this and this was that, and in the meantime we're just excited because we were there?
I wanted to read something about the Danhausen thing, but I'll answer your question first. I don't know that the way I feel about how these matches went was colored by the fact I was there live. I mean, I think there was a little bit maybe of that going on, but I think I stand by my sense of how those matches played out. We haven't done star ratings yet or anything. We'll do that tomorrow when we record our adjudication.
But between all these videos, this is going to be a 3-hour episode. We just don't know it yet.
No, because when we recorded before, it was only like 30 minutes, I thought.
Okay, well, we'll see.
We did the pre-show, we did the after show, and this is the after show.
And then we have the after pre-airport show.
Yes, we do.
What do you have for Mr. Danhausen?
So on cage side seats, let's see, debut, who performed. Let's see, prides itself on being. It was basically saying that there were some cheers, a few oohs and ahs as Danhausen and the Hausenettes danced their way.
I like the Danhouse dancers better myself.
To the ring to a campy number, but the boos take over towards the end of that clip and turn to a WTF chant as the show went to commercial. Michael Cole seemed to be channeling that reaction with his own. I don't know what that means. So not an ideal launch for a character that many believe would be a tough sell outside the independent wrestling scene and the independent wrestling fan base. It might be best to move on from this, pretend it was a success in true pro wrestling fashion, and roll Danhausen out in NXT and AAA where he's more likely to get over, and therefore move merchandise because he's not here for critically acclaimed matches and world title runs. I guess that is true.
I mean,
he did present Cole with a jar of teeth, which will probably be available soon on WWEshop.com. So, yeah, it sounds like, I mean, we were there, and I would agree. I would say the reaction to him was tepid.
I think there was some, I think when the song started playing, there was some folks who cheered. Like, I think he got a reaction.
Yeah.
But it was very short-lived.
Yeah.
And I think once the spectacle kind of wore off, oh my gosh, this guy I've heard about. Because let's face it, like, he is an indie guy, and he was on AEW television, but he was not on all that much.
No, he wasn't.
Like, he kind of had his debut, he was on a little bit, and then he, like a lot of AEW cats, he just disappeared.
Yes.
And he was on contract, but I would be very curious what his last television appearance was.
Yeah, I would agree.
And in a way, like, that makes an excellent point. Him on NXT or even AAA, Mr. Iguana is over as hell in AAA.
Had to bring him up.
and would be probably for NXT too, because it's a different ball game.
Have a vendetta with Mr. Iguana.
Yeah, you wish you had that stuffed iguana. You would have thrown it at Danhausen. Just saying.
I might have.
But I kind of agree. Like it is a letdown.
Yeah.
That this was the big reveal, and the fact that the big reveal then had A, nothing to do with anything else going on.
Yep.
And B, didn't involve any other way to get to know the character for the live crowd.
Yeah.
Because I get that there's certain things that are for the television audience.
Mm-hmm.
But if you completely shat on the live crowd, it's going to kill the atmosphere.
Yeah.
For the television audience.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much you try and fancy it up and spectacleize it, if the live audience craps on it, it's going to show.
Yeah, and it's going to affect the presentation because you can only, hide that for so long or so much.
I mean, they put some money into it because they had what was it, 6 or 8, Danhausen dancers.
Yep.
They were all costumed, full makeup.
Yep.
They'd obviously done this for a while to rehearse because it was all choreographed and coordinated. They even had like pyro, which is just kind of like a talcum powder bomb. So I mean, they spent a couple bucks on this thing.
They did.
Not to mention teasing it for a few weeks, and it's like, it's a bit of a letdown. Even though this was our second prediction after Jericho.
Yes. Yeah, we both had Danhausen as our +2. We each get +2 points for that, by the way.
Yeah. But I do wonder if that is something for me, especially, that would have come across better on television, because it would have been like the different angles of the dancers and him, and it would have been produced as a song and dance spectacle suitable for television, as opposed to sitting there going, with Cole and Barrett giving their reaction to enhance. But as a live audience member, you're just like, what the frack is going on?
Yeah. And I think I think they are onto something with the fact that maybe they need to relegate him, but they probably should have just introduced him on NXT, where he's probably more well known to that audience, and build him from there. But to their point, I mean, he's really being brought in as a comedy act, like R-Truth, where he's not going to be making a world title run. He's not there for strong wrestling matches. He's there to entertain.
Fine, but you've already got R-Truth. He's been doing nothing. He had a Papa John's commercial for this thing.
R-Truth is going to retire at some point. He's 55 damn years old.
Need I remind you, R-Truth can still go. Yeah, and in a comedy act, you're not asking him to go out and put on classic matches.
I know.
And it's not like Danhausen's like 22. I think he's in his 30s?
Yes.
If not a little older than that. I mean,
I think they could pair him up with R-Truth to do some funny shtick. I think it would work.
Truthhausen?
Yeah. There's a tag team.
Damn, you sold me on that. Fine.
Or the other way, Rousen, which kind of sounds like aroused, which is a little weird, but take the R from R-Truth and then take the Hausen from Danhausen.
Yeah. I don't know how much of a hard sell it'd be.
Oh, God, you.
Anyways,
I really need to go to bed.
I find it kind of tittillating.
Bet you do. I bet you do.
But they need some good exposure.
Yeah.
Got to be careful. Got to be careful. You don't want to show your ass on this.
Yeah, no, because that could be anyone's ass.
It could be.
Oh, my God.
And we all know you got to be careful where you insert yourself in these situations.
Yes. Should we bring this home for the evening?
I suppose.
Is there anything more to say on this front?
Not really, no. So we will do a brief.
I was surprised.
You were literally about to fall asleep.
I am about to fall asleep.
I'm just going to get a blanket and drape it over you. Like, call it good. Tiptoe out of here.
I was. I admit it was funny. I mentioned Uncle Todd. I was assuming the post-game show could potentially be outdoors where the pre-game show was, and so when the event was wrapping up, I'm like, "Oh yeah, do you want to go see the post-game show outside?" What did you say?
Hell no. 2 seconds out the door, I'm like, it's cold.
We froze our keisters off, being
did my time
a part of the pre-game show, and ironically, the post-game where the pregame show was held, that was all being dismantled. I don't know where they did the postgame show. It must have been in the stadium somewhere.
I would imagine in a concourse somewhere. Maybe
Could
they had
be,
maybe a box or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did it backstage. I don't know.
Yeah. One funny article I found on Cage Side, the title of it is TKO is all about the profit. Because here's why, though. Here's the funny... Hold on. Don't say anything. You got to hear the whole story. Yep. Because when I click into the story, apparently we didn't hear this because we were live, but Michael Cole set up the whole thing with Jade Cargill as Jade bought herself a luxury box so that she could sit and observe the Women's Elimination Chamber match. And the joke of the article was, so what, TKO can't buy a luxury box for their own champion? What's up with that?
What's up with that?
I think they're onto something.
I find it hilarious.
They make the talent buy their own penalty. I keep wanting to call it a penalty box. It's a luxury box.
This is where we're at with online journalism. And before anyone gives us any crap, we don't pretend to be journalists. We aren't trying to break stories. This is purely entertainment and poor entertainment at that.
Tomfoolery, ballyhoo. We're just trying to put a little dilly in the dally.
Yeah, some fiddle in the faddle.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We aren't trying to insert ourselves where we are not wanted
Would
whatsoever.
You just stop with that.
What?
Good Lord.
I think it's important to establish rules around insertion. In the situation. Get your mind out of the gutter, would you?
I didn't say anything.
My goodness. Trying to have a real adult conversation here, and you're over there tittering like an 8-year-old who just heard a naughty joke. At least that 8-year-old kid in back of us.
You know what you're doing.
Could come up with the orca joke.
Crying out loud.
You're over here not taking this seriously. But anyway.
Did we talk about the guy that made the corn dog joke about Finn Balor? We did, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We did. That was great,
That was
folks.
fun.
That was so great.
But I always love it when people, do this, they only care about money. It's like, it's a company. Like, that is what they do.
It was a joke.
But I get it, but I'm just saying, like, this is not an uncommon... This is not an uncommon sort of sentiment where people are like, they're just out for the money. Like, gee, you friggin' think?
Yeah.
Like
That is kind of the purpose of a company.
Yeah, like they're not coming around out of the goodness of their heart to, put on a traveling wrestling show for like 19,000 orphans at the United Center. 19,000 some odd, like
19,001 or 200, I thought.
Was it something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, they did. They had an ass every 14 inches in there. Like they had them in like again. I'm over here being professional. He's over here just mired in the muck.
Not at all.
Just over here telling himself dirty jokes in his inner monologue. Over there, hee pee pee poo poo ah.
God.
What the hell was that?
Oh my God, I gotta go to bed. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm better now. Okay, go ahead. What?
Don't know. Thought I was doing a show with an upright, upstanding, moral citizen. I'm over here with a degenerate.
I'm just saying, between all your laws of insertion and an ass every 14 inches. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Here I am trying to have serious discussions about consent.
You are not. Will you stop?
Anyways.
Will you stop?
So yes.
Pretend like you're not double entendreing your way through this whole thing.
I was trying to triple entendre, but I haven't stretched enough.
Triple entendre. You do it. You're working the work of the work.
I am.
That's a hell of a work.
4T chess, baby.
Oh my God.
Anyways, so there are our thoughts on Elimination Chamber here afterwards. I think we'll do like maybe you know what? Let's just post the results. We don't need to adjudicate this.
No, you're here. Tomorrow we will adjudicate our results and talk about it.
Relax. You're working me like a rented mule.
Really?
Yes.
Been hauling your rear end everywhere.
As I fear for my life, yes.
Ladies
All the
and
work
gentlemen,
you're doing, I'm over there white.
He's gotten a proper experience of driving here in Chicago. That's all.
You ever consider driving for Uber, buying a Prius? You fit right in.
Thought crossed my mind once or twice.
I bet it has. Don't mean to insert that in there.
Well, already then. Oh, good Lord.
So there you have it. Until tomorrow.
Elimination Chamber 2026 is in the books at the United Center. Now back home here in the west suburbs. Anything else to say?
Bang! Bang, bang, bang!
You got to coordinate. Mm-hmm. But no, thank you. Just again, thank you, sir. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got to do something like that. And that was my first, and maybe my last, who knows. WWE.
$3,000, you too can go to WrestleMania 42.
WWE PLE. So
can you imagine how far away you'd be sitting if you're in like the 200 section?
Oh God!
In Allegiant Stadium.
I just remember watching last year and seeing the sea of humanity that was there, and I'm just like, ugh.
Oh yeah, I can't even think about the sheer amount of peopling necessary for that.
I mean, just like how do you see anything? How do you enjoy it?
Forget seeing anything. You got to deal with all those people. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Shiver up my spine.
And honestly, after seeing an event live, like I don't know that I'd want to see a WrestleMania live because I kind of like the announcers and like I did miss, Cole and Barrett and the color commentary during the events and everything. And we did miss, like I mean, it's a very minor thing. Well, not minor, but the whole thing with Heyman's look after Seth Rollins revealed himself. I mean, we don't get to see that stuff live, and that's part of the storytelling.
Well, and this is part of just how WWE is doing business.
Yeah.
In the Paul Levesque era.
Yeah.
And I can see where at times people would look and go, I wish it were back like it was 6-7 years ago, where PLE felt more like a Raw that had the volume turned up because you'd still have promos, you'd have segments, you'd have this and that and the other.
Yeah.
However, I do think that having PLAs with fewer matches and letting those matches go longer, if you truly enjoy wrestling, I think that's still a better product, but you are missing out on something because those PLEs now are going to rely heavily on those other aspects to get the whole thing. Because for a Raw and stuff like that, you have more movement, you have promos, you have all this that engages with the live audience, whereas the PLEs, I think, are really for the television audience. The live audience is there kind of as an extension of the show rather than being the focus. They're not truly the audience.
By the way, the Chicago Bulls entrance song is called Sirius by the Alan Parsons Project.
Huh. Excellent.
And I thought it was wonderful to hear it echo through the hallowed halls of the United Center.
I'm guessing Sirius like the star, not like you can't be serious.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good to know. I learned something tonight.
You did. Yeah.
But
thank you for getting the fine tickets and choosing a great location, as you did.
Do what I can.
We had a wonderful, wonderful evening, and it is something that is a check in the bucket list. So,
Zebros?
All right. With all that being said, we will be back to adjudicate and determine who scored the most points based on their picks.
I'll be back. He's going to fall asleep and he'll be wearing the same stuff tomorrow.
I will be back wearing the same stuff because I do overwear this too much in the comfort of my own home. And he called me out on it, and it did actually, it was standing up on its own at one point because it had been that long since it had hit a washing machine. But this was fully laundered before we took off on our trip today.
It was. So. Now it just smells like the guacamole from the Mexican restaurant.
Pretty much. All right, sir. Anything else?
Nope. Until tomorrow.
One eternity later.
Hello. We're back to wrap things up. We are a bit more energetic than maybe the last time, or some of us are.
I don't know. I was pretty energetic.
You were.
You were vaguely comatose.
Oh my gosh, I was tired.
So here we are. Hang on a second. I gotta shift this here.
Yes.
Get you a little bit more in frame, if
Thank
you will.
If you will.
So we were going to tabulate up all the results, but
I'm gonna
this guy
save it
over
for the
here
Weekend
doesn't
Geek.
want to. Yeah, he's going to save it for the weekend. You need to get some more storage for your Google Drive.
I do need to get more storage because, especially after all the videos I took last night, I'm almost out of storage.
I think a man of your stature would have more storage.
I do. I just need to, manage things better.
A man of stature, but not of storage.
No, I'm not. I'm not. But,
anywho,
yeah, heck of a weekend. Heck of a weekend.
Indeed.
So
I head back east. You head south.
Yes. Yeah, we're
Down to
ironically
Dallas.
both flying out of Chicago O'Hare this afternoon. Not really riding a horse. But yes.
So yeah, it has been a good week for me here in Chicago.
Nice.
Good weekend hanging out with you.
Thank you.
Good event.
Good. Yeah. Very good event. Good tickets. Good seats that you got. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We've had some good food along
Probably
the way.
too much.
Well, that is for certain. That is for certain.
I made sure I put my Pepto-Bismol tabs in the top of my bag just in case.
That's a smart man right there. That is a smart man right there.
Who knows when it's going to come back and bite me.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, so this is the end of the show. We're not going to tabulate anything for.
We'll do it in the Weekend Geek the
There
next
we
time
go.
we're back together. So we will adjudicate our results post Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
By then we'll probably have half the WrestleMania card figured out, but then it'll change the following week. So
Well, because somebody's going to break a toenail
it could happen.
or tear a bicep
It could.
or have their sternum shoved up through their teeth or something.
Yeah.
But at any rate,
Our day today has been pretty mild. It's been nice and calm, and had some nice breakfast and relaxed.
we did discuss you about having hallucinations involving possums.
That's a show for another time.
Yeah,
That's
anyways.
a show for another time.
So this is farewell from Chicago 2026.
Yes, and
And,
should I go through the usual shtick? I know you
No,
don't. I don't have your notes in front of me.
We are cutting this short. You were the one who said we'll be down.
I can't just say.
You told your lovely wife 5-10 minutes.
I can't just say the three demandments that we always do at the end: be safe, be healthy.
No,
be
hang
kind.
on. You got to subscribe. So we are all discombobulated. There's nothing here. So you got to subscribe. All that is in the show notes, probably this way. And for those of you listening on audio, that's down. You subscribe.
I love how you have to be that specific. This is down.
You know what they say? You know what they talk about at Yellowstone? And they say, how come we can't get the bears from breaking into the garbage can? And
Yes.
people say that the rangers will say, well, there's an overlap between getting a garbage can that is good enough for the smartest bears not to be able to get into, and for the dumbest humans to be able to work. There's an overlap there, and you're always fighting that overlap. So I try to program for that,
There you go. There you go.
if you will.
Should I go through any things we learned this weekend?
What did we learn? We learned that at 10 o'clock is the shut-off for the regular menu.
Yes, at
The
Hill Street
cantina.
Cantina, and boy, we snuck our dinner order in right before.
She was
Right
not
before.
pleased when you're just like, well, if we
She
got 3
wasn't, but
minutes.
then she was.
Well, she
was
should have been.
better.
She should have been for the tip that we left.
Well, that's fair.
I made sure we took care of that situation.
Thank you very much.
But yeah,
I think we've
what
also
else we
learned you are a master of finding prime seats for a good cost.
if you're gonna do it, I don't know for a good cause.
Okay. What else have we learned? That we apparently I have a little bit more of a constitution to be out in the cold than you, because you had to have your coat, and
You
I had
have been pissing and moaning for the past 24 hours about how you're still cold.
Yes.
So you stood up to it, but yet you're just gonna moan about it forever.
No, I stood
Next
up.
week you're still gonna be. I'm
No
still
complaints.
cold.
No complaints. No
But
complaints.
you should have a shawl on or something right now.
We've also learned that we were finally able to get a shot with Dusty in between the two of us.
Correct.
And get the hey, aren't you?
Eddie Guerrero looking over your
Right,
shoulder
I know, he's right over here. Oh boy.
like a growth.
Yes. What else have we learned? The live show experience. We would recommend it. I mean, it's different not having the announcers there, but it was a fun show. And we were talking this morning about
As
how
a Chicago legend would say, I highly recommend it if you have the means.
There you go. What else?
Oh, we never even mentioned the dude who was in the AEW sweatshirt who was sitting on the floor.
Yeah, he. I'm surprised he wasn't hauled out of there for improper attire.
Yeah,
but
don't be that guy. That's something else we learned. Don't be that.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. We've also learned that sometimes you got to, not regulate, but just kind of think through like this whole Danhausen thing again. I don't know if they thought it through enough.
I think they thought it through. The problem is you can think things through, and everyone in the room can be like, "Great idea," and it comes down to who's in the room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you looking at Michael Hayes on that one? Or?
I mean, why not? He's become the new whipping boy for WWE.
He's the new Road Dogg.
He is. He's oh yeah. It didn't take long for that. Road Dogg right now is like. It ain't nothing saying that Chelsea and the other girls. He not putting out there. He implying that he didn't know the other girls.
Yeah.
Michael took the heat off of that real quick.
Oh, he did. He did.
Mm-hmm.
He did. We've also learned that the beam is dirtier than one realizes. I looked at our pictures though, and somehow in the pictures, all that stuff it goes away. You don't see it.
It is not hygienic in the least.
Yeah, Uncle Todd was quite amazed by the amount of, or the lack of polish.
Not even polish. It was the abundance of boogers and other stuff on it.
Oh, I didn't know that. You didn't talk about that. You just were saying.
I did. I definitely saw a booger.
There was handprints. I remember
there was handprints, and there was booger prints too.
Oh.
Chicago, pull that stuff together. Don't.
We've also learned Green Street Meats once again, phenomenal.
Never disappoints.
Never disappoints.
Oh.
First watch does not disappoint on the breakfast department.
Did I tell you what happened when I went up and got the greens? I put in my order because we had to do in shifts because I had all my earthly belongings with me.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm not letting you leave those things.
No, I'm not.
So I went up there and ordered my meats. Then went up to the other counter where you order your sides.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who was handling the sides was like, yeah, let me have some cornbread. Let me have some broccoli salad. He's like, love that for you. Like, I love this place.
That's awesome.
I gotta move here now, just
That's
for this place.
Nice.
That was great.
Realizing I gotta take this cord with me, so I wind this up before we leave.
We're recording a show. You can't be a professional for another 45 seconds.
No, because we got more to talk about.
What else we got to talk about?
What else have we learned?
Dear sweet Lord in heaven.
We've also learned. Oh, there goes Uncle Todd dinging up my belt again, because
I'll ding up a belt. I'll ding you up.
I'll let you have that, because Look at that. You tapped it and you didn't scratch it. I'm proud of you. We've also learned Uncle Todd now knows how to properly put a belt over his shoulder and not ding it. But yeah, anything else?
You're so close to getting a stone cold salute right now.
No, thank you very much. All right,
I think that's it.
I'll wrap it up. So with all that
Thank
being
you.
said, we thank you again for your listenership and viewership, and we will be back. We won't be recording an episode, a traditional episode. This will be the episode. We won't be doing the Week in Geek and the next thing. It won't be a Week in Geek Wednesday, is what I'm saying. We'll have the shows.
Are you on some sort of medication that I should know about? You're going around in circles.
You're staring at me like I'm nuts, and I'm just simply saying what the week is going to be.
I feel like I might be having an aneurysm. What's going on?
Sounds like a you problem. With all that being said,
nice. I'll be over here kibitzing around the floor. He'll just step over me. I gotta go. Hey, can I get a cut rate on the cab? It's just me.
No, exactly. The taxi.
The other guy's going in the ambulance.
That's right. That's right. He's going over here the old-fashioned way. All right. With all that being said, as we like to close things out here on the range, be safe, be healthy, be kind, be good to one another. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. The range is closed for now. See.
Sure, why not? You better not have a booger on that.
It's like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking.
I beg your pardon, what did you say?
Damn!
You're such a disappointing pair. I prayed so hard for you. Get out. And don't come back until you've redeemed yourselves.
So say we all.
So say we all.
I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Now get the hell out of here!